We are alive. All right, so I've cleared out the pool. You guys can start rolling the destiny pool, and I will see who has obligation. Welcome, everyone, and any viewers we have, welcome.
Wow.
That doesn't make sense. Something must be wrong. Let me roll the actual dice. Okay, 52. That definitely gonna land on someone. Oh, let me turn off this music. Sorry. I forgot it was on. There we go. We are back. Okay, let me put on the ambient music. Well, not music, but sound effects of a cave. Here we go. Can you guys hear me all right? My volume coming
Yes.
through?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Let's see. 50.
I had to turn my volume up quite a bit.
All right, so 52 is what I rolled. Okay, 52 lands on Klein. What are you stressed out about? From your obligation.
There's a lot I'm stressed out about.
You can choose one.
Yeah, considering that we're in Imperial territory and I'm an ex-Imperial droid, well, not droid, but clone trooper. Yeah, that's probably got me the most jacked up right now. Is that I'm just really nervous about being so close and being caught with my bounty that I have on my head.
Okay, that sounds good. I guess I need to include one light side point for Will's character. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay, now it's
Wow, we got a
3.
lot of light side points.
Yeah, hopefully use them all up now so that whenever you need them in game, you won't have them. Okay, so lots of stuff have happened. So I guess the group's taken about a day's worth of downtime to craft lightsabers. Pata had repaired the droid's damage. Oh, and do we have a new player today?
Wait, is Marcel coming?
That's what I was wondering. I don't know if he's on. I don't see him. Okay, well, if he joins, then we can get him. And otherwise, he might just join when we start a new game. Okay, so lots have happened. So lightsabers were created. Pata repaired the droid, wiped it, did a complete defragment, or did a complete what do you call it? Drive defragmentation, where it erased absolutely all data on the drive, reformatted it to a language he understands, and did labor directives just so the droid could walk around and he wouldn't have to drag it. So it has very basic labor directives. So he did that. Also, as you can tell, there is now a door. That was also what Pata was doing for the last, over last hours of the day during the downtime. He removed doors off of other rooms and built a big blast door right here because he was not feeling comfortable spending the night here with that cave to that big cliff being exposed. So he did that. Aliana built a lightsaber. Nunku built a lightsaber. Naztic, which is Ario's mining boss guy, he's been convinced by people's worrying that maybe he should go ahead and start evacuation. So he's got all the miners up top. evacuating or gathering up all their crystals and planting explosions on the entrance so they can seal the cave when they're ready to leave. So he's been doing that. And let's go to the people that. So, Klein, let's go with you. What did you want? You got about a day and some hours to do stuff. So what would you like to do? And as far as the temple, you can explore anywhere inside this temple that you want to. If you want to look at something more closely or inspect anything, you can do that. And then you just let me know how much time you want to spend doing stuff.
Okay. Well, first thing I want to do is I want to definitely take a look at the droids, just so that way I can get perhaps maybe a better understanding of what type, age, like if they're at all recognizable to me, whether that's internally or externally.
So these droids right at the back, you've never seen anything like these before. These are very ancient. You might have seen a picture on a holovid at a museum, maybe. But I was thinking more of the line if you wanted to try and ascertain what their purpose was, if maybe they might be connected, if they might be connected to another system. If you want to do any of that type of stuff, you can let me know.
Okay, yeah. Well, that'll work. Then I can do that. Yeah, just to try to figure a little more out about them, because you did say that they did have a symbol on them, right?
I might have. I don't remember.
Okay, yeah, I thought you said that there was some sort of like imperial insignia somewhere, like on.
Not imperial. Like old imperial, like 4,000-year-old imperial of whoever like if you even have knowledge about what happened 4,000 years ago. This would be right after the Great Hyperspace War, so very very long ago, because most of the history books don't go past very far past the Great Hyperspace War, because that's when a lot of the history books and stuff kind of start for a lot of cultures and stuff, is that's when they first got the ability to travel faster than light and actually, hey, there's aliens out here.
Okay, got you. Yeah, then I'll just go ahead and inspect them to see if I can figure out what they're doing.
Okay, so you can, the more time you spend, the less difficulty the roll is, so how much time do you want to spend?
I'll take as much time as I have available, or how much time I need.
Okay, so you're going to look for everything then. You're going to try and figure out what their purpose is for, if they're connected, what possibly would cause them to be hostile towards you guys. So you're going to do all that stuff. So you got any mechanic skill?
Let me check. I think I might have very little, but let me check.
All right, then let me ask Nunku. Nunku, you built a lightsaber. What do you want to do with the rest of your time?
So everyone else searched like every square inch besides the tunnel, right?
Yeah. So you can look anywhere on the map and inspect closely. After you finish building your lightsaber, you walk outside and you see Klein looking at the droids, has her data pad out, making little notes. And so you walk by, go to the bathroom, you maybe get something to eat. You walk by, she's still doing this. She's doing this all day. Did you want to interact with her while she's doing this?
Fine. Do you need help? Because I have some experience with droids.
Yeah, sure. I mean, any help would be much appreciated. I'm not that great necessarily at this kind of stuff.
Okay, so you guys can combine your skills then. It'll be a three purple mechanics check. As you guys are doing this, you see Pada and HK-47 removing blaster doors, and they start putting up doors, and then he goes back and crafts some more stuff. It looks like he's interested in one of the consoles up, the medicine console. Then during this time, you see Aliana, after she's helped people make their lightsabers, you see her going towards the computer in the kind of the main room with all the chairs, which I think he mentioned something as he's as he's mumbling and looking around on the computer console, Jedi Archive. So you may have heard him mumble something like that. as he's doing that. So this is stuff that's going on as you guys are spending all day inspecting the droids. We haven't heard from Jack. Is he here today?
So with him, he's already outside. He's outside. We already rolled this on Discord and did that. But he's out trying to get that lightsaber crystal that was calling to him in my game when they first got there. So that's what him and Arrow are doing right now.
Okay, so they gave you a whole day of downtime, so you guys could have already done that. But you guys
that's what he's doing for the first couple hours is doing that. So until he comes on, I guess he can tell us what he wants to do then.
Okay.
Yeah.
His video dropped. I mean, his audio dropped.
Well, he just says.
I'm back. Yeah, sorry, I'm back. After that, Jod's basically gonna just kind of bounce around from person to person, and just kind of like be helping them little bit by little bit, especially kind of just encouraging them using the inspiring rhetoric, basically.
Okay. Did you want to assist with the Klein and Nunku? They both look like Nunku's kind of scratching his head, and Klein's taking notes, and they're looking at the droids without trying to touch them, and looking at cords that are connected to them in the wall, and they look like they're really deep in thought and trying to figure out what these things are. Dude, did you want to assist them with that then?
Yeah, I'll give them some encouraging words here.
All right. So you guys can do a group skill, and then whatever's inspiring rhetoric does.
So.
you already did that. Okay. What's your inspiring rhetoric do? It looks like they already rolled mechanics.
Should be a boost die here. Let me see if I succeed on the roll.
Is it a fourth power or something?
No, it's one of my just class abilities.
Can you put his token on the map? I don't think his token's on the map.
Woohoo! He did it.
So, let's see. So Klein did roll a 6, or was that this game, or it looks like Klein rolled a successful one. So I guess you could roll an extra. How many boost dice? Is it just one per person, or?
Yeah, each of them gets a boost die.
Okay, so you can roll an extra boost dice, Klein.
Klein rolled 3 times.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the first one, I only had 2 purple and not 3. So then I rolled and hit the second one, but for some reason it rolled it twice.
All right. Well, roll a. Yeah, go ahead and roll another boost dice, and we'll see what that does.
Doesn't really change what the outcome.
Yeah, that's an extra advantage, so she has 4 advantage.
Okay, so you're almost on the edge of it. You think you spend some more time doing that? You could. So you guys spent the first day. You're not successful at really figuring out what you think you are trying to figure out.
Can my character roll?
If you want, but not the first day. So she rolled for you guys because it's a group skill. How much time did you need on your second day to build your computer spy, Pata?
I think with 2 computer spikes built, and I didn't get a chance to do a lightsaber, but it took me till about midnight to get all that stuff done. So I'm still on the first day, but I can't really do much else. So if I'm gonna try and access,
if you need time during the second day, that way I can kind of give them an idea how much time they have to continue to look at the droids.
I was gonna start trying to access the archives on the second day because I have 2 spikes, and he was gonna get started trying to crack into the restricted files.
Okay. I guess when you wake up, if Nunku wants to do it this time, if you guys don't want to assist him again, he could try to do it a little bit quicker. You can take a setback dice to just kind of do it a little bit faster, but then you can transfer from those advantages. You can give yourself an additional two boosts. So you should have, I think,
3.
Yeah. Did you have any ranks in mechanics, Nunku?
I do.
Oh, well then, hold on. Let's ignore the roll that Klein made. Okay, so let's go back. You're supposed to add his mechanics for a group skill. So we'll just have him roll it since he's got the mechanics skill. So just go ahead and do the 3 purple with the 2 boost.
No, that's unlucky.
Man, you guys are not doing so good.
Oh, I forgot to roll the black.
Oh no, that's for day 2. But yeah, you can roll it with 4 boost dice and 1 black for the day 2 now.
Okay.
And as far as day 1, Jeff, Aliana had spent 4 hours crafting / helping them do the lightsabers, and the rest of the time, like you said, was in the archives. But I was thinking more.
Oh wait, I forgot to roll the three. Those. Okay, let me roll those.
Yep. And
But rather than break.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so it looks like he's successful. So I'll go back to that. So yeah, you were looking at the archives. I think you were mentioning you might want to try and transfer data over. And I put, if you guys create a specialist tool, you can create a external hard drive and get all the non-password protected encrypted stuff. So you can get all the other stuff transferred.
Yeah, and Discord's a little. And Discord time's a little wonky, so that would have been, what Pat is working on for day 2. During that time, Aliana would have been trying to use, like, say, lore to help out with anything or figure out anything about this place, and or the Force to sense if she can sense any holocrons here, because typically they held information via holocron.
Yeah, that is the case. If you want, you could spend time. If you've only crafted for 4 hours, you got the rest of the day. You could be looking around the Jedi temple.
That's basically what she was going to be doing after helping with the lightsabers and stuff like that.
Go ahead and roll a Force dice.
A Force dice or my Force rating?
No, just a single Force dice.
Gotcha.
All right, so you found a hidden compartment behind a wall panel. It looked like it may have contained a holocron at one point in time, as there's less dust that takes the shape of what might have been a holocron, but it's no longer in the temple, and it's looked like it hasn't been there for a really long time.
That's so lucky.
But you do realize that there was at least 1 or 2 holocrons in this temple at one point in time, hidden behind the panel.
1 or 2? So that means he could have another chance?
No, I'm just saying there's 1 or 2.
Okay, in that case, she would just be, until Pata gets that spike made that she discussed with him, she would just be going around the temple looking at the tapestry, trying to locate any sort of text or anything, basically lore-wise or education-wise versus computers and mechanics-wise, trying to figure out information.
Okay, yeah. Almost everything that was written on cloth or paper or any type of organic material has been eaten away by mold.
Yeah, I figured that, but I'm just telling you what she was doing to take up the time of the rest of that day.
No problem. So then we'll go over to what Klein and Nunku found. They have discovered that these droids look like they are in protection mode. They are programmed to... it looks like they were programmed for different sectors unless a universal alert is called. But what you've ascertained is the droids actually coincide with the rooms that have consoles in them, that have like computer consoles. And they are made to respond to threats. It looks like they might have some type of transceiver that they can receive instructions to apprehend threats that are broadcasted in the temple. So,
could we make these ours?
You could try. If you fail, though, you might actually become the threat, and all of them might activate at once. So you realize that they do have an ability that they can all activate at once, or they activate by threats, by deemed threats in specific rooms.
Okay.
So that is a lot of information.
But what are their capabilities?
Oh, they've got built-in flamethrowers. They got shields, and
shields like the Droidicas?
Yes, but more. They look like they could function just like the Droidica ones.
Oh, that's scary.
So they look like they'd be a pain in the butt if you had to put them down.
Oh, I know how to get rid of HK now.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. What Pata wants to do is slice into a machine. So that will be a slicing encounter. I think a lot of people in the group are actually combat focused. So what we could do is Pat and whoever else wants to stay behind to do the computer encounter can do that. And then whenever combat happens, you guys all take initiative slots, and this way everyone has something to do. So the people that are not that combat focused or that don't feel as comfortable in combat, they can assist with the slicing into the system. Pata made an improvised tool that will last for this session, that it will basically allow anyone else with slicing gear to access the system at the same time through the same port. So it's kind of a narrative situation. And then anyone else who wants to explore further down through the blast doors that Pata built, there's a cave that leads. There's a cave that looked like it was like something broke through the wall a long time ago, and it goes to a cliff with a ladder, and the cliff looks like it goes about 100 feet down, and there's a large liquid at the bottom. So
Okay, so
we
it
can
looks like
split up kind of that way, and then whenever we have a combat or something, then we can do both the computer encounter at the same time simultaneously as the combat encounter. So that way everyone's got something they can be doing. Sound good?
Mm-hmm. So from this picture, it looks like something broke into the thing.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Out, because maybe I was thinking maybe the miners dug deeper into the temple, but does it look like it was broken the other way?
It was the other way.
And just before I decide which way to send Aliana, do we happen to find a meditation chamber in this temple?
The closest thing, I guess, to a meditation chamber would be the room with the beds in it, or the room with the archives on it.
And basically, the way she's looking is sensing that area of, force, because I'm assuming it would leave some sort of residual impression wherever that mainly took place.
Where what took place?
Where they did a lot of their meditation and connecting with the Force, specifically.
Yeah. The two areas would be the room where Pata and HK-47 are, and the basically the room where people probably spent the night. In fact, this room right here has like a it has like a little holographic projection that could also be used as a surface that you could put a mat on that's kind of slightly elevated, but it also acts as those old school holographic devices that the Emperor and Darth Vader would stand on, where they could see each other and communicate when they were on the Star Destroyer. And so
that's probably where she would go. She would tell the others, well, you have your weapons now, this is your test. And she's just kind of pulling herself out of it unless they need to call her, but she'll say, if you need any help, just give me a call. And she points to the big radio on her back.
Okay, yeah, and this room also has the statues of the two Jedis in it, so this would probably be more of a workout / meditation area /
Which room?
This room right here with the Jedi lights.
Okay.
The statues.
Yeah. I took up a lot of time last game, so I'm just going to be sitting here trying to meditate and connect with the Force while they're doing their stuff.
Okay. Did you want to help? Let's see. So, Patty, you are actually going to be... You wanted the information on the medical records or specifically on the clones?
It would depend on like what kind of where's most of the restricted stuff, or is it kind of an even mix?
Kind of an even mix. They both have everything in here has restricted files on it.
And so those are up in the north part, the clones and the medical stuff.
So the broken clone pods is specifically the vitals and the stages and all the processes of the clone, whereas the room next to it is the medical room where they actually did testing. That's where where a file was added just 970 years ago, when every other file is over 4,000 years old. So that was.
I'll go with medical first, I guess.
So this room.
Okay. I think if I'm GMing next though, like Pata might actually stay here if it's safe enough, and kind of mess around in here during downtime while I'm GMing, because it seems like maybe there's like a workshop in here too, so he might just spend a lot of his downtime in here, kind of digging around.
Yeah. So this is a workshop, but the caveat I put so that it doesn't get abused is most of the stuff is ancient and makes things if you use it with modern. If you create tools and stuff and you try to use it with modern equipment, it's going to give you an increase in difficulty. So that's kind of the caveat. So it might be valuable to a museum, but just trying to sell it to a regular vendor, they're not going to want something that, what the hell does this thing do? What's this power?
Yeah, I think it'll probably take most. I think it'll take most of his downtime anyway to try and reprogram that droid. Once you guys are kind of once I'm DMing, so that's probably what he'll be working on here, or even in hyperspace on a ship. Just depends on what we find here and how much he has to leave behind.
Okay, so it looks like you guys get your situated. Did anyone want to stay with Pata and help, or are you guys more combat and want to do a investigation?
I'm ready to go shoot stuff.
Okay.
Same here.
So everyone wanting to shoot stuff, go meet here at the entrance to the cave area. So I haven't heard from Demarian much, or what's your guy's name in here, Evan?
Jahat,
yeah. Okay,
I'm just waiting on Nastic to see what he's doing, what we're doing, since he's.
Nastic is having all the people put explosives at the front of the cave and grab all their mining stuff to evacuate.
I guess I'm hanging out up front watching all that, make sure everything's going down, unless he has something specific he wants me to do.
Also, if anyone's got wounds, Pata will offer to patch them up before they go down there.
Actually, I think Jahat's still got. I guess technically one of the wounds Jahat has should be gone, but he still has one carrying over.
Okay,
all right, so I'll do it quick.
Everyone has one. Everyone has one strain they can't get rid of, and Klein has two she can't get rid of because it's her obligation or his obligation. All right, so actually, Nasdaq, he's ordered all the miners to do that, but Nastic, he is actually, you guys might find something more valuable. I'm not going to let you have it. You got to split it with me too, because, I'm part of this expedition. So he's going to accompany the group that's going down in case there's something of value below, which means he's going to be a liability for Arrow. Arrow's going to have to try and keep him alive.
I mean, Arrow doesn't
super fast to catch up because he don't want him getting any troubles.
Well, Arrow isn't force sensitive, so he doesn't have to keep him alive.
And you would know he's not force sensitive how?
I'm not saying it's in game.
Okay.
As a one little admin note, I wanted to clear up from. It was a little unclear from our downtime. So the lightsaber from the droid that Pata was reprogramming, who ended up with that? Somebody was saying Will had it, but then I think Will was saying that lightsaber he has is like the Inquisitor one.
I think Nastic was trying to claim it too, but then Will said it was bad, so he has to clean it, and then they're going to split the cost, or split it, I think 50-50.
Honestly, I didn't even know what y'all was talking about with the droid having a lightsaber. I didn't know what droid, but she's had a double-bladed in her bag that she hasn't pulled out up until she offered it if somebody needed it for the time being.
So the droid that you dropped is what he's talking about, that one.
The droid you destroyed when it said pieces a lie.
Oh, that guy had one?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, you claimed it before anyone else can grab it, and you said...
No, I didn't. I didn't take anything from that droid. I just killed it.
I guess it's available then if you want it. It's a
Yeah,
blood. It's
the
a blood
lightsaber I'm
crystal.
talking about was from an Inquisitor she battled and defeated earlier.
Then yeah, Jahat would have snagged that, and it is just a basic lightsaber hilt.
Yep, with the lume crystal, the one that comes with the basic lightsaber.
And he's just doing that because he didn't want to take the time to craft one yet, so it can go back into the group fund, once we get out of here and have time to actually sit down later.
Okay, so go ahead and put your characters on the map, people that are going down the ladder. The ladder kind of stops about 25 feet above this pool of liquid.
Oh, 25 feet above?
Yep.
I'm not sure who put Aliana. She was staying with Pata.
Oh, you are? Okay. I didn't know who was coming or going, or I put some stuff on here so people would at least see the map. So if you're not on this map,
Oh yeah,
upper left.
She's just going to be up there meditating and occasionally helping out Pata with battle meditation. So trying to connect with any Force ghost that's not obviously dark side, because we already know that's there, but trying to connect with any Force ghost that may be here is her too.
Okay. All right. Okay, there's Jahat. Okay, so whoever was going down the ladder first, you come to realize there's no more steps for you to go, and then all the people are single file above you. And
can we see into the water?
If you have some way of seeing in pitch darkness, you can see. It looks like it goes down. So what you see is what you get map. So
okay, yeah, I can see everything. I'm gonna jump off the ladder off to one of the ends where it's safe to land.
Yeah, same here. Since my character can see.
Then it's about a 25-foot.
You said 21.
No, I believe it said 25. If I didn't, I meant 25. I don't know why I would say 21. Okay, and then you're also 5, 10, 15. You gotta. So you'd have to do a hard athletics check to make it without landing in the liquid.
I can jump to a medium range.
Okay, well then you're good then. Oh, you probably still have to roll, right?
No, I could just suffer 3 strain to do it.
Well,
Or I can just jump off, activate my jump boots, and fly over.
Alright, well.
Can we just do a cannonball and then just swim back up?
You can. There's a ladder right here that's in the water that leads to the surface.
And can we just
I misspoke when I said water from the liquid, and then you can climb up the ladder.
Okay, so I jump off to the side to and peering down the hallway to see if anything's coming out.
Yeah, my character drops down into the water and then swims to the ladder.
So you fall into this nasty liquid, and it stinks. It's really bad smelling.
Okay.
It smells like moldy bile and rainwater. Very sterile. In fact, go ahead and roll a 3 purple resilience.
I'm gonna tell Nastic what I see through the game comm. Tell him to be careful. It's kind of stinky down. I don't know if you want to come down here still.
Did you say resistance?
Resilience. 3 purple.
Resilience.
How hard did you say the jump is?
Now that's unlucky.
3 purple athletics. So you're feeling a little nauseous. You're gonna throw up. So you're gonna have a setback dice until you can get a shower and get all this stuff off of you. So you have a setback dice for every skill roll.
I'm using my jetpack.
Okay. So is it like a 2 purple some skill to fly with it or something?
Probably piloting planetary.
Yeah, I think the jetpack's actually is coordination, but I don't have it open in front of me, so.
Let me look.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, because I don't have that info either, but I was going to get up and look at it right now.
Yeah, I believe it's coordination. So you could use that skill or athletics with your jetpack.
So it allows a person to function as a Silhouette 1, Speed 2, Handling 0, System Strain, Threshold 3 vehicle that can only operate in atmosphere and requires piloting planetary.
Oh, I guess it does require pilot.
To operate.
Well, it's a 2 purple versus 3 purple. So You could either do athletics or you could do the agility-based one, which is a 2 purple versus the 3 purple athletics. Or you could cannonball into the liquid.
Wait, you said we can use coordination instead?
Oh, I thought, but but they read the backpack and it's actually planetary. I think there's jump boost
Okay.
something that uses coordination, but apparently the backpack is planetary piloting.
Do you guys mind if Jahat uses a light side point to try and make this jump without dying?
There's a lot. Go ahead. I'm all for it.
Yeah, sure.
You
You can
got
do
a ton
it.
of light side points. You got 8 light side.
You got
points.
How many purple is it for me to fly across it?
2. It's just an average check. If you have armor that's sealable and you actually got the sealable attachment, you can actually jump in the water, or well, not water, but the liquid, and not actually get anything in your system.
Oh, I forgot a setback on there.
Why? There's no setback unless you fill the.
It's from one of my items.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm good.
So,
So 3 threat.
So you activate your jetpack and you are almost on the ledge, and go ahead and you turn the jetpack off just too soon. You can try and do a 3 purple coordination to gain your ballast before you fall in.
Jeez. Okay.
Maybe like the edge crumbles away under you a little bit.
Well, she undershot it. She thought she was closer than what she was, and she turned off the jetpack and she landed right on the edge. Oh, and she's able to.
She saves
save
it.
herself. Yeah. So you take a strain from all that, but you're now on the edge.
Okay, sounds good to me.
And let's see, who else did coordination? Jahat. So it looks like you were successful. You know, this would suck. I could technically use those 3 to make you fall prone, but that doesn't mean you fall in the liquid. But go ahead and take 3 strain, because we'll do that.
Not a pretty landing.
Yep. You kind of hurt yourself a little bit, but you're like sucking it up, and you took the strain as you jump, and you land a little too hard and almost fall flat on your face, but you were able to just kind of take it a stun, take it a stun damage, I guess. All right.
As you're about to slip in, someone reaches out and grabs your hand and saves you, pulls you in.
All right. So let's continue. So you guys have made it. So
is Nastic waiting up there? Is he coming down? Does he have any gear to get across?
Nastic's been here the whole time. Was like, what's taking you guys so long?
Oh, we don't mind.
You guys are busy watching Kick almost fall in, and almost watching Jahat almost fall in that no one even noticed. Nastic was already here.
All right, who's leading?
Go ahead, you adventurers. Go and find me some treasure.
I have an idea. If you really want a share of it, how about you earn it?
I am earning it. See this guy right here? I pay that guy. And he points to Arrow.
You go. Me watch.
Yep. You go. He watch our backs. That's what he said. Well, don't all you combat warriors move at once?
You got flashlights to use now. So they're attached to a little stick.
Any preparations you need to make, Pata, or whatever, you can make a note in Discord or any rolls if you need to do any last minute stuff to get prepared for your encounter. Just you can make a note in Discord or something.
Okay.
Okay, so as you guys are walking the hallways, does anyone have gear that doesn't let them see in the dark?
Does or does not?
Who doesn't?
I have scanner goggles, so I can see in the dark.
Who does not have anything that lets him see in the dark?
Jihad has Farsight. He's good.
Okay, so no one.
Yeah, I'm going to be using my rifle because it has an integrated scanner on it. So.
Okay, so if you don't have anything that removes setback from darkness, it would be 3 setbacks. So, all right. So the caves are very dark and quiet. There are a bunch of tracks in the dirt, but they look really old and kind of squiggly, as if a lot of stuff came through here centuries ago. And then you see something that looks humanoid footprints that looks kind of recent. That's going in the direction of that arrow.
Humanoid, you say? Can I roll a survival to see what kind of species, or would that be xenology?
Survival's good. Do 2 purple.
Survival. Got it.
All right. You take 2 strain.
Yes.
And these shoes look kind of similar to what the miners wear. In fact, they look kind of similar to what Nasdaq is wearing. But the shoe size is obviously a different size than Nasdaq, because he's not human. He's just avian, but he's humanoid.
I was indisposed of the past couple of minutes, but I would like to ask one question.
Yeah.
Is this the Naztec guy that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just trying to figure out, because I was like, I thought Demarian's new character was the only random person down in the temple with us, and he was talking to them long range through the gank comm. So, but
He
too
was
late.
just.
Ain't nothing to be done.
Yeah, I thought he was using his gank comm to communicate with him so he can talk a little better.
Yeah, I assumed they were up there with the miners because it's too late now. But I'd have been like, "What are you doing down here in the temple? Go away."
He would have been like, I found this place first. In fact, I invited you. He was the guy that invited you in here. He's like, come with me. Look, they have dinner.
Yeah, the guy that I was going to sabotage the bridge so they couldn't get the crystals. I'm tracking. That's why I would have tried to keep him from coming in the temple, but we're already moved past that, so no big deal.
He was the one that showed you guys in and said, hey, you should try this food they got here. They got these little dumplings, and he was the one that was telling you all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I was just confused with the gank comment plate when he was talking. I assumed the guy wasn't there. That was my fault.
Oh, it's all good. All right. So you guys can move along in the temple.
You had Pat rolled the medicine check, and so you healed your wounds up to your full health.
Pat is not there.
Well, he said he's going to roll before they leave, I guess, whatever.
Oh, yeah, if anyone had wounds, they could be healed before entering. They heal at 1 day. They heal a hit point per day anyways, if you get 8 hours of rest.
So should we continue forward or should we go south?
So, the footprints kind of disappear. They like fade. It's like maybe wind or dust or something in the tunnel kind of coated the footprints over, and you don't really see them as much now because you're not on dirt anymore. You're actually on stone tile.
Stone.
Yeah.
I have a question about these little things. Did that used to be wall?
It looked like it may have been a wall at one point in time.
Okay, did it look like it got broken down because of erosion or something, or because something else broke it down?
It looks like it was purposeful, as there's no debris anywhere near it, as if it was purposely removed.
Is there any way to say how recent it was, or would that just be an impossible check?
It looks about as old as almost everything else you've seen, so it looks like whatever happened is about 4,000 years.
Okay.
Do I notice the footprints?
The footprints were over here when there was dirt. As you get over here, you don't see them anymore because now you're
right. So I'm gonna ask Nastic, has he been down here yet?
Nah, I've never been down here.
So, wow, are those Joe Bob's footprints?
Maybe. I haven't seen Joe Bob in a long time. I figured he was with the rest of the miners.
You told me he left with was up there and left with the miners.
That's what I assumed. I didn't see him.
I have a question. Could you describe Joe Bob for me?
Yeah, go describe Joe Bob.
Too bad he can't hear me because I'm talking on my gate comm.
Well, he can hear Nasdaq because he's not using the comm as he's talking. He doesn't have a gate comm.
Nasdaq, think you could describe Joe Bob?
Demaria, what's Joe Bob look like?
He looks kind of like he's the same species as Nastic, apparently, because they got the same footprints.
Similar footprint. They got similar, different sizes.
They got similar footprints.
But they look like working boot footprints. It's more modern versus stuff they've seen that were 4,000 years ago.
Okay.
So, you guys got a decision to make. Down or right?
Okay.
Can I tell everybody to be really super quiet and try to listen for any noises that could be coming down either one of the hallways?
So you want everyone to be stealthy?
No, not
Is that a pro for anyone?
Well, I mean, at this point, I'm not moving anywhere necessarily. I just want to see if I can hear, and if everybody's talking, moving around, that makes it more difficult. It contaminates the sounds. So if I could just have everybody stop moving for a moment and allow me to figure maybe I can pick a direction based on sounds that I hear.
It sounds kind of like it does. You know, you hear some air blowing through the temple, but you don't hear anything making noise.
Are there anything on the walls, like paintings or anything?
There are some symbols on the wall, but they don't look familiar to you.
What would I have to roll to try and identify those?
I'm guessing we'll
in fact, Nunku, you can roll lore if you want.
Nunku can assist.
Nunku and Jahat, yeah, you guys can roll if you want. It's a 4 purple lore.
Jahat, do you have like any ranks in lore?
No, I just have 3 intelligence.
Okay, I have a rank in lore, so I would. Would you like to like help me like give a blue?
Yeah, I'll do skilled assistance.
Okay. Lore. Be. Just like all my other lore checks.
So they have a comm that their handheld comms, the miners, have been modified so that they can connect specifically with his gank comm frequency. They've been modified for narrative purposes so they can speak into their hand comm without actually having to have an implant themselves, because not all the miners are good with having droid parts in them.
Please just tell me that I...
Okay, I'm just saying if we're going to house rule that, I just want to make sure that other players can use that, because the basis of a GameCom implant is you have to have one to be able to use it with somebody, unless we're changing that.
Yeah, I mean, if the Verpine can do it, then I'm fine with the GameCom being able to do that.
Yeah, the Verpine can't either, but we house ruled that. That's why I was asking.
Oh, it's because the before they even actually had the Verpine in the books, because we were doing this at the very beginning, the Star Wars Saga edition actually said under the description of a
yeah, and that's all I was doing was clarifying, so that way others will be able to use that. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't see any reason. I don't see why any of this stuff can't be modified narratively if you make the mechanical roll to do so. I don't see why it can't be done.
And like I said, sounds good to me. I just wanted clarification.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it probably just won't be that person's voice coming through. It'll be like probably a computerized voice.
Oh yeah, it makes great instantaneous communication. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
All right.
It'd be like Siri. It'd be like.
Who wants to go right or down?
Wait, what do I get from the lore?
Oh, did you roll? Oh, okay. So, you see, for some reason, you've never seen this language before, but it looks like, as you and Jihad are looking at it, you have a corrupted crystal too, Jihad, or at least the lightsaber?
Yes.
Okay, so the symbols start to form basic for you two as you guys are looking at it. All right, and you can see it says, "Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The force shall free
Does that
me."
carry on down the whole thing of it, or is it just that one section?
That's what it says throughout, as they're looking at it, but only they can see this.
Okay, so, guys, this is a bad vibes temple. This is a temple that the droid that Elena stabbed right before.
So, did you take strain? You guys can split that strain among, because it was a group check. I guess one person can take one and one person take two, so you guys can divvy out that strain.
I can take 2.
Okay, so you take 2, and then Jihad will take 1.
Mm-hmm.
So Nunku just said that I can see this. It's whatever Aliana said. This is bad because this is what the droid said that made Aliana destroy it.
Yeah, bad vibes.
Nasty, if you ask me, I think they're just trying to keep us away from this stuff, telling us about this bad vibe stuff. You say you didn't feel anything wrong with the temple, right?
I totally agree. These guys are going to try and screw us out of our share of the.
I'm guessing that point he's not saying anything. I mean, out loud.
He's saying it really quietly into his calm.
So could we be allowed a perception check?
Yeah, you can, but your perception is going to have to set back because you're busy focusing on the words.
What would be the difficulty?
What is your stealth, Ario?
My stealth was a 5 green.
All right, so it's 5 purple.
I'm not going to attempt that. Never mind.
Yeah, they got kind of a. In fact, instead of him speaking on the comm, I think that Nasdaq and Ario has been employment enough to where they actually know some sign language. So he said that through some hand signals.
Okay, yeah, I'm not even going to attempt that roll.
No, go ahead and try it.
I had to think of something to use your stealthiness. Okay, so
you have light side.
Right or left? I mean, right or straight or down?
I say down.
Huh?
I say down.
Why not? Down's closer.
All right, go down.
I will sneak through, and my character rolls stealth going ahead. What would be the difficulty for my stealth?
1 purple.
I'm going to use those 4 advantages to get rid of the strain that I got. So now I'm down.
Does anyone else want to roll stealth? Are you going to go ahead? What's your plan?
Yeah, I'm going to roll stealth as well. You said 1 purple?
Yep. All it takes is a single failure. All right, you're good? Anyone else want to?
Of course.
Uh-oh.
No.
As you guys are trying to be all quiet and stuff, Jihad, stumbles like, oh crap, and almost falls down on his face.
Everybody else has all those advantages. Can they? Because isn't that one of the things with stealth rolls? It's like you can pass boost to or success to
true.
less successful.
Does anyone want to give him some boost dice to see if he can fix that?
Absolutely.
All right, so I guess what's the most advantages so far? Because I see people got a lot of threat.
I got 1 threat, but Nunku said he spent all that to recover his strain.
Oh, Nunku used his. Okay, you don't want to pass single one for?
I mean, I guess I could pass a single one.
Okay, you can roll a boost dice.
Oh wait, no, didn't Klein already do that? No, never mind. So he got two. He got 2 boost dice.
Oh no! So he's like, "Oh crap!" Almost falls down on his face, and then you start hearing some rumbling. So you guys almost had to do a cool check, but now you guys are stuck with vigilance. So let's go ahead.
I'm better with vigilance at either way.
Okay, so you guys go ahead and do your vigilance. Okay, and
So if I'm dropping into this initiative, can I still do a cool?
You can, because you know what you're doing. So yours is a little bit separate, but I'm doing it so you all can do something and not have to wait. I don't want anyone to have to be left out. So you and Aliana can do your stuff while they're doing their stuff, and so we'll just do it that way.
Why is cool?
So Aliana and your character gets cool, and everyone else does vigilance.
And we're having companions act on our turn? Or should I roll a separate initiative for HK?
I was always fine with them working on the person's turn, so we'll just do that. Because, I mean, when we did it at separate turns anyways, I just waited until there's 2 consecutive PC slots to give my companion order. So I personally think it's just easier just to have them go on your turn if you're controlling them.
Okay, and he's mostly going to be either assisting or keeping me from getting murdered by droids. So he'll be pretty passive.
And luckily, Aliana's a pretty good warrior, so if any of those droids come to life, that'll give her something to do.
That's the other reason why she stayed up there with Pata.
Battle Notation's like, I don't want to disturb them. I'll go ahead and cut this one's head off while he's busy.
Holy Lord, that's a lot of advantage.
So that 1/1 PC slot should actually be a 4/1.
So none of my NPCs showed up. Weird.
Because you just rolled cool, you didn't roll initiative.
I did it under, yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to re-roll them because they're all 1.
Well, I'm at a 0/0.
Yeah, they all stink. Okay. So, Z to A. Oh, and then also, just for these, I need to roll 1 more.
I'm going to tell Nastic to stay back.
Okay, I'll add 1 for these, and then if anything else gets added, they'll just roll their initiative for the following turn.
Did you hear me about Jihad's initiative?
I did not.
I accidentally left that difficulty dice on there. It should be 4/1, not 1/1.
I got it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right. I need to Z to A it. Okay, so it's a PC slot. You heard some noises of shuffling coming slowly over here. Sounds kind of like maybe sticks. It could be sticks and maybe rocks ruffling together with leaves, maybe. So, PC slot, who wants the first one?
You should go in first. Since you have range.
Let's go, people.
Alright, that sounds good. I will go stand right in front of where Nunku is at the corner, and I'll kind of peek my rifle and my head around to see what I see.
Alright, move your thing to where you want it to move. Alright. You hear noise getting closer, you just don't see anything yet. You're not in a good position to see. So you can move again if you want, or you can...
Yeah, okay, then I'll go ahead and continue to move forward, and this time I'll... Alright,
so you see something. You you see some shadows moving around right here, and kind of here. So you can't quite see them. They're not in an area where you can shoot at them yet, but you know there's something in those little areas.
Okay. Then I will turn around and I will look at the. Well, I can't look at the group because there's nobody there. I'll go back then, and I'll tell the group that I seen some shadows down here, and there's kind of like a safe angled wall that we can kind of take some cover behind if we need to.
Okay. That's your turn. So moving to the next. Say another PC slot.
I guess Jahat is going to. I'll go ahead and move Jahat. He's going to move over here, kind of to this corner, and he's going to do a double aim, kind of towards the corner, waiting for bad guys to pop out.
Okay.
Okay.
Next slide is a PC slot.
Do you hear anything coming from the other side, or just this side?
This side's the only place you hear movement so far.
Okay, so I'm gonna take up residence so I can see both avenues, just in case someone tries to come up the back end. So it's me kind of behind Jihad, but I can look down both angles.
Yeah, I imagine if anything's in here, they'll definitely hear blaster fire. All right,
Okay.
so is that your PC slot? All right.
I'm gonna say, and I'm just gonna aim.
All right, another PC.
Okay, so Nunku will move down to this avenue. And he's going to, for an incidental, he's going to get out his rifle, and he's going to wait there.
Okay. Another PC slot.
So I think that's the people up top, or maybe that's Nastic, whichever.
No, Nasdaq doesn't have a slot, so it would be the people on the other map. So the cyber encounter.
So is Liana going last to do the battle stuff?
Well, she would need to go before Pata to give him that benefit. But...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can take the last one. What I'm doing isn't really time constrained.
Okay, so then it would be you, Liana.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna be doing my thing. I don't know if there's anything to actually connect with Jeff here as far as trying to connect with any force ghosts, or if this place is dark, attempting to purge it through the force, through some force wizardry, or if not, I'm just going to be battle meditating to help Pata.
And then you'd be battle meditating. You sense nothing other than your presence and Pata's presence. Everything else doesn't. Anything that's not organic doesn't have a presence.
You know what? I don't like that. I'm going to spend my words per session to reroll a force power with natural mystic. That's too many dark side.
Use it.
Wow.
It's the exact same roll, but in different order.
How about the light save?
Well, you'll have one success to your whatever roll you're doing this turn, Pata.
All right.
Okay, Pata, so you're going to access the machine. Are you going to use one of your computer spikes to assist in that accessing the machine?
Yeah, it's the accessing machine is going to trigger the defenses. Is that still the 5? Is that still the 5 difficulty?
So, once you're in this, so this is to get through the security and get into the system, but there will be security programs that are enacted, but it depends on what you roll.
Okay, so like this is just piercing the initial wall, basically.
Yeah, so you're like in virtual space, kind of like in the Lawnmower Man TV show or Hackers or whatever. You're like in a virtual reality, and there's actual walls now, and you come up to like an old school Shadowrun video game. You've put on your VR gear, and you're in the system now, so you're visually seeing a lock that you're coming up to, like a virtual lock, and so now you're using your tools to get in through that lock to get inside of that restricted area.
All right, yeah, and that's what my first spike was for. So I'll use that spike here, and roll my computers, and that's a 5 purple.
Yeah, so it's 5 purple, 2 setback. So if
and I forgot I had to upgrade to battle meditation, so going to give you 2 boosts as well with the success.
Is it 2 boosts as long as you have meditation on?
Yeah,
and
it's per turn. I have to proc it every turn, basically.
Okay.
And I can remove 2 setback with that spike from those advantages I had.
Okay.
So I'm going to remove the setback, take the 3 boost plus the 2 boost from Aliana, and then I get 1 success from the.
Yeah, you're getting 1 success and 2 boosts from my battle meditation.
All right, so this is going to be probably a complicated roll. So I'm probably just going to add that success after the fact.
Yeah, well, that's easy.
That's easiest. Because it may change every turn, just depending on how many light pips I get.
All right, so
you've been able to successfully get in through the locked door, through the lock.
And I'm gonna create a backdoor with 3 of those.
Okay, so now if you get kicked off the system, you don't have to roll now to enter this locked area. You can just go into the locked area, and okay.
And then I'm gonna pass the next 2 as boosts, I guess. I don't know if there's a good 2 advantage. Let me see.
Back door takes 3, so you only have 1 left.
Yeah, and then I have 2 left, right?
Do you?
I had 5 advantage, don't I?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, back doors takes up 3, so that leaves 2.
Yeah, so I have 2 left.
Yeah, my bad.
So there's a temporary bypass.
Yeah, there's temporary bypass or covered tracks, which are good. One gives you 2 boosts to a future check. Doesn't have to be the next one. And you can just keep accumulating it. And the other one adds setback whenever they are to any. So it adds setback to a check by the defensive slicers.
To find like my signature.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I'll take the temporary bypass.
Okay. So just mark down. You have 2 boosts.
Do the extra successes do anything? I didn't see anything about that.
No, the successes mean you did it, and they're speeding up if we were doing a speed stuff. So I guess you could start noting extra success if you want, because that just means you're doing it faster.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So.
I think that's. Was that like my action? Is there some sort of maneuver, or I don't know how that works. I didn't see that on the slicing rules.
So if you are actually a slicer, there's a talent that allows you to do actions as a maneuver. But
so I'd be having like 2 actions if I was a slicer.
Yeah, if you had that talent. But as far as you can use your maneuver to go further into the file. So think of it as a virtual room, and you got like some VR headsets on. I kind of went with you and skipped 4 NPCs, so I'm gonna go do those NPCs. But so you've bypassed the lock and you went further into the room. All right, so that's how I narrate that. Let's move to the NPCs. All right. So you hear this creaky noise. It sounded like twigs and stone, and out looks like about 6 mummified corpses animating.
Hey,
in fact,
G Hot brought up something on Discord. Says that something about extra successes on stealth checks may be used for an allied character who are infiltrating at this time. So pretty much they're pointing out something that made them successful. So I don't know.
That's just for future reference. We're already in this now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to backtrack. I was just saying future references.
Okay, I'll look at it later. Okay, so this is kind of what you see. Mummified old corpses, mostly skeletons, but they have green glowing eyes.
Oh my D&D.
Glowing eyes are easier to aim at.
All right, this one engages Nunku and it attacks.
Okay.
And I can't even see it from there.
Let's see. Do you have melee defenses?
Nope.
Okay.
At least not yet.
All right, so you're going to need to do a few things. So,
Mm.
all right, so Fearsome 3 may force an engaged opponent to make a fear check with a difficulty equal to ranks of Fearsome. So you will have to make a 3 purple fear check. I think I will wait until...
Fear is a willpower or discipline check.
Discipline. I got discipline.
So, yeah, that happens whenever you're engaged. But once you pass it or fail it, you're immune to this particular group of creatures' fear.
You said 3 purple, right?
Yes. Oh, that stinks.
Ooh.
So let me check out fear real fast. All right, if you fail, you add a setback. Oh, so now you got 2. Oh, you forgot to add your setback because you got that crap from the liquid.
Oh yeah.
So now you have 2
Let me
setbacks.
just
You have 2 setbacks now for 3 turns, and then you go back to 1.
Okay, so it's just 2.
So
Okay.
it's 2 threat and a failure and a triumph.
All right. Do you want to do something with the triumph? Maybe upgrade
Is there
his attack
chart?
to hit you?
Is there anything on the chart that says about that?
About what?
About triumphs.
Oh, actually, it does say. Let's see.
That's not combat. That's just a discipline check.
I think you have to be successful though with the triumph. It requires a success and a triumph to cancel the previous penalties from fear. But since you failed the roll, you've got them. What you can do though is you can, and you're like, oh crap, make it I don't know, somehow get you're all squiggly and moving around now because you're freaked out, and maybe you make it more difficult for them to try and hit you now by upgrading their difficulty to hit you. How's that sound?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
All right.
And because oh crap, I'm now alerting everyone that, oh hey, there's people here now.
All right, so it's gonna attack you. Oh, what? Oh,
I thought quiet was what do we need.
All right, so it does 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Linked. Ooh. I'll ensnare you instead. All right, you're ensnared for 1 round.
Okay.
And
So
you
10
just-
damage?
Yeah. All right. 1, next NPC 2, 6.
Is it gonna shoot
1,
him?
2, 3, 4, 5.
It was
6.
so nice getting to know Nunku.
So nice what on Naku?
So nice getting to know Nunku.
Does Nunku not have any defense?
At least not yet. You can't
Next
attack me
one.
there. There's a wall.
It didn't attack, did it? You used up both maneuvers to get there.
Oh.
All right. Now, then we did the last PC. Okay. We already did the last PC on accident before the NPCs. All right, and then last NPC is going to be one of the active systems inside of the console.
So that's
It's
what
it's gonna spend its turn to move into position into the node that Pata is at. So it's gonna spend 2 maneuvers to get to its location faster. All right. And that's round 1. Round 2 is PC slot.
Would anyone mind if I took this PC slot?
You can take it if you want to get out of there, because I'm about to fire off my hand cannons.
Okay, so I will use a maneuver to get out the lightsaber. That's a maneuver, right?
Yep.
And I'll use my incidental to get out my
Is your rifle... You said you got your rifle out as an incidental. Is that like on a sling or something?
Yeah, it's on my shoulder.
That's it. So you drop it as an incidental, and now...
No, I do not drop it, actually.
So how are you going to get out your lightsaber then? Is it a two-handed or one-handed? Is it a range heavy or a range light?
My range heavy is on my shoulder. It's a weapons free attachment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is a range light then, so one-handed. So you're putting a lightsaber in your offhand?
No, it's a ranged heavy that's on my shoulder because of an attachment from my armor.
Okay, and that's the thing that you activated with a incidental, right?
Yes.
Okay,
that
so
I did last time.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm just wanting to visualize. Okay, so you get your lightsaber out.
And then I get out my I get out my vibro weapon.
Okay. Does the lightsaber or vibro weapon give you a melee defense?
The lightsaber does.
All right. So can you update your token with your
the
melee defense? All right.
What are the rules for two-weapon fighting again?
It's an so are you using? They both have the same difficulty for skills, so you increase the difficulty by 1. You can only attack one target with it.
Okay, so...
And you got to declare which one's your main weapon. Or is your lightsaber the main weapon, or is the melee weapon the main weapon?
It's going to be the melee weapon.
It's a little more complicated than that. If he's using something that uses 2 different skills, aka melee and lightsaber, he takes the lowest characteristic, and he takes the lowest skill rank between those 2 skills.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So whatever your lowest one is which one you're rolling, and the difficulty gets increased by 1.
It's also increased by 2 because they're different skills.
Oh, yeah, listen to these guys. These guys are more familiar. So it's increased
Well,
by
if
2.
it's going to be increased by 2, then I won't take out my lightsaber.
Okay, good choice.
I'll just take out I'll just take out the weapon, my boot blade and my vibro weapon, and then
So if they use the same skill, it's 1 increased difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also don't have to worry about splitting your dice between the worst pool if you're using the same skill.
Oh, I forgot. Oh no, my vibro weapon has a thing on it because it does other stuff because it has accurate. So I need to do that. I need to roll that one.
You should roll your vibro. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. So I deal 5 damage, and that's going to be Pierce 3, and I crit.
All right, so you take out 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. And those were all the things we saw in here, right?
So how much damage is that? 5. Okay, so it's 5 damage with. Okay, so 5, and you take out 1. Okay, so there you go. So 2 of them drop dead, or well, 2 of them stop moving. They fall. They collapse and stop moving.
They stop moving. You
For the
say?
time being, yes.
You think they're dead.
All right, next PC.
Well, no, because I still got. Oh no, wait. Yeah, I used a maneuver to get out my weapon. So yeah, no, never mind. Yeah.
Unless you want to take 2 strain, you can move if you want.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to.
Yeah, to get out of ensnare it takes 2 maneuvers, and you can only move to short range.
All right, it's another PC slot.
Anyone want it? Otherwise, I'm just gonna.
I'll take it.
All right. I say move or go boom.
Okay, so that one that is closest to me, I'm actually going to take a few steps back. Okay, so I'll step right there. And since I already have my rifle out because I'm using it for the scanner so I can see, I'll go ahead and shoot him with my rifle.
Alright. So shoot him.
What's the difficulty?
Depends on your range. Are you within 6 squares?
Yep.
And then it's 1 purple.
You forgot to roll purple. And you forgot to roll 2 blue.
Dang it, sorry.
Just roll 2 blue and a purple.
That is a lot of damage. Okay, so,
Same.
yeah, same.
Alright. So 10, 11, 12,
13.
Alright.
Does she kill both? I mean, does she knock down the other 2?
I gotta do some maths.
And also I have 2 advantage, right?
No, 1 advantage, because they both canceled out. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You also got Pierce 3, so that's also better.
Alright, so okay, so there's 4. So 2 went down.
Sweet.
Had to get out my calculator.
For all we know, we've killed all of the ones that we've seen.
Alright, so you blasted a bunch and they fell down. Alright, that's the slot.
All them down or is one up?
They're still up.
All.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot now. If that's all right.
I don't think you can see them.
Yeah, I can see the one right here.
That one's already down.
No, some of them went down. They're minion groups.
She was aiming for that one, so that one's already down.
It's a minion group, not an individual.
You're kind of blocked. I don't.
Yeah, that one little corner. You can only they have cover. I think.
I'll let you do it. Since this isn't Pathfinder, this is Star Wars. So go ahead, shoot.
Okay. So I'm gonna take true aim, which is once a round may perform true aim maneuver to gain benefits of aiming and upgrade the combat check once per rank of true aim. So that means what's the aim give me? Gives you 1 blue or 2 blue?
Aim is 1 unless you double aim.
Okay. So I guess I was aiming before. So is that double aim then, and then I fire? Is that right, or strain, or how does that work?
What do you mean? Aim is a maneuver.
Okay.
Aim gives you a boost dice. You can have at most 2.
Okay, so I'll double aim then.
Yeah, and then true aim, what true aim does is it, in addition to the regular benefits of aiming, for one of those times, you also upgrade it.
Yeah, so I'm upgrading. So it's 2 boosts and an upgrade then. Right?
Sounds good.
Right.
Alright, and so it's average?
If he's within medium range.
And I'm using paired, so that's 3 purple in now, right?
No, paired just reduces the difficulty or the amount of advantage required to trigger the second attack.
I think he meant using 2 weapon fighting, which, yeah. because that's
Yeah,
what
I got 2 weapons still
yeah.
on my wrist.
So that would make it 3 purple, and it would require the advantage for your paired to hit a second time. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, that looks like a single, not a one-handed weapon.
Dang, I want the other one. I want the other roll better.
Too bad.
But I can still activate blast.
Wait, why did you re-roll?
I rolled with the wrong weapon.
No.
All right, so you're gonna activate blast then with your triumph.
I will.
All right, so 6.
And it's paired, so it's two weapons firing blast.
Yes.
You don't have enough advantage to trigger it, I don't think.
Yeah. Now he has the attachment that lowers the amount of advantages by 1 needed to trigger if both your weapons.
He does, but you have to have the symbols to activate blast twice, once with each weapon.
Ah, that makes sense. That's true. Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah, you only have enough to activate it once.
Okay.
All right, so it does 6 damage.
Does 6 damage.
Okay. All right, that drops another one. Okay, so it's yep. So there are 3 left. Okay, another one drops on there. Okay, it's another PC slot.
Hey, it's another PC slot.
All right. I guess so. Jahat's gonna kind of come strolling up next to Klein, and he's gonna he's had his Bissell out since we got down here, and so he's going to start once he gets a little closer to Klein and can kind of see past. He's going to start shooting at those range 3 there.
The closer ones. Okay. Seven damage. All right. What are you gonna do with those advantages?
I'll crit to kill one, and I'll pass some boost next to the next PC.
All right. So. Okay, so it looks like you did just enough damage that they all come down. All right.
And then, yeah.
Next
And I'm
person.
also doing a free aim maneuver, but that's it.
Okay. Next PC. I guess this would be.
I think that's back up to me and Potter, right?
Yep.
If you want to go, if you think you need to go first, Potter, go for it. You won't get the boost from me. You'll just get the 1 auto success. Or if you want me to go first to see if I can get you more, it's up to you.
Are you there, Pata?
He's muted. I don't know if he knows.
Yeah, I'll take the second turn, I guess, because I think the boost will be helpful. I might be risking some anti-personnel software hitting me, but I think the boost will be useful.
Well, I mean, technically you get 2 from me.
Yeah.
Because those were passed to the next person. I don't know if that counts or not. Jeff?
I'll allow it.
Okay, I'll take the next turn then, just in case, so I don't get hit. I'm aware of the security in my node.
So yeah, you got your slicing gear has like a little button beeping, and that indicates that an active security program is coming to your location.
All right, so I'll take the disable security program action and use my second spike for that as well.
All right, so it's 5 purple and 2 setback. So anything you have that removes setback can be used.
All right, so is the purple from not having tools? Because I do have slicing tool, or the setback, or is that just something else?
The setback is from, it emulates the person that built this had defensive slicing, so it's applying the 2 setback as like defensive slicing. If you did not have tools with you, it'd be a 1 red and 4 purple. But since you have tools, it's 5 purple. And 5 purple is one of the examples of what a 5 purple difficulty is an ancient archive, and that's exactly what you're hacking into. That's why it's 5 purple.
All right, so I don't have anything removing setback this time, so I take the setback and the boost.
So you don't have your computer spike doesn't remove any boost or setback on this one?
No, the second spike, the other spike didn't have any advantages.
Oh, okay.
So I am rolling. Hopefully my dice pool is correct.
You do have 2 boosts that you can add too, but it doesn't look like you need to.
All right, so I'm gonna create some decoys. And can I use valuable data more than once, or is it pointless to do so?
No, I got all kinds of stuff I can give you.
So I'm gonna send out some decoys, and I'm gonna do valuable data twice.
All right. So do you want to? Did you ever set up your external hard drive to the machine to start transferring data over?
No, I think that was the Triumph, right? I had like some sort of external hard drive that could take data
I said you could build a specialist tool. If you
I thought like that was. Do I have to roll to build the tool, or is that was that the result of the Triumph?
Oh, okay. Well, since it doesn't cost you anything, we can just say you have one. Okay, so if you want, because
I can roll to build it during the combat turns just to get what the details of it are.
Here's some options you have. You can actually transfer some of the encrypted protected data over to your storage device if you want as part of your valuable data, or you can have an idea of how many security programs might be in the system. So you let me know how there's all kinds of stuff you can use for valuable data. Since you're trying to,
I want to do one for security programs and one probably to grab some data.
Okay, so
also just to throw into there, Aliana did delete the lightsaber manual she had, so there's a whole data pad free to store stuff on.
Okay, and the data pads can store, I'm thinking between 2 to 5 terabytes, and this particular medical console has 20 petabytes on it. And so if he's able to permanently get the code down or get enough information.
Yeah, that was just me throwing a little extra help in there, basically.
Okay, so yeah, so you've got a specialist tool, which is like a huge removable hard drive, and you can roll that later to find out actually if it's really big or if you're able to get it compacted. But so you're going to transfer some data over, some other restricted data. So you transferred some of that over, and you learn that there's actually 5 of these security programs in the system. All right, and what do you want to do with the other advantage you said?
Decoys.
Spread decoy. So I get 2 setback on my check. So I need to open up my notepad.
And I disabled 1 security program, right? Is that how that works? Because I succeeded?
Yeah, that's what the success was. So there's 4 more. So you knocked out 1.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think that's everything Pata can do right now.
All right. So cool. So I get 2 setbacks, and you remember you did take the temporary bypass, so you do have 2 boost dice that you can use whenever you're wanting to there in your temporary bypass pool. So you make a note of that somewhere because you can add to that if you want as well. Okay. All right. So now it's time for NPCs. All right. This group's going to attack Nunku again.
Oh, but they're already knocked down.
No, some of
Do
them
they get back up or something?
Some 2 out of 6.
No, they're minion
It's
groups.
a minion group. There's 2. Each one of these tokens represents a group of them. The number on their icon shows how many are in each individual group. It's like a little horde of zombies. So you knock down 2 out of 6. So there's still 4.
Yeah, the 2 I just attacked. The 2 that are right in front of me. So why are they?
No,
There were 12 in front of you.
There's 12 in front of you.
Wait, what? Oh.
They're minion groups. So you took out 2 on the first minion group that attacked you. So there's 4 in that group, and there's 6 that haven't attacked you yet. So maybe you might want to consider running next time.
Oh.
All right, so
Oops.
I already rolled its upgrade last round, so it's going to attack you. So you got fear for 2 more rounds. So you got 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you take not very much damage, luckily. You take 4 damage, but he's going to go ahead and crit you and do a linked.
He doesn't crit me, actually.
Why?
Because he doesn't do damage.
Oh, he doesn't do a damage? What about with the linked? If he does 7, does 7 get through?
I think a linked attack, the second one, is still affected by soak.
It is.
All right, then I guess you're ensnared.
Okay. Sweet.
All right, so your ensnare stays up. All right. Next, this group goes right here, and they're going to attack you. So they're going to give 2 boosts to the next zombie group, and they're going to upgrade your attack. So you get an upgrade difficulty dice.
I'll start working on your new character for you, Nunku, okay?
Oh, don't worry, I already am.
All right, and then this one was drawn by the explosion and gets up in Jihad's face. All right, now it's Will's turn, and then it'll be the security program's turn.
So I'm going to do my battle meditation, but I'm also going to ask you, Jeff, am I sensing any disturbance from down there, or are they kind of out of the range of the temple?
I'm not sure what your range is, but they're 100 feet underground. At least, they're 150
Okay,
feet.
I was asking because they haven't called me, and I'm kind of trying to tune myself with the Force, and I don't know if I'm sensing any disturbance in the dark side of the Force is what I was asking.
So you're picking up a little ping of some energy below about 150 feet.
It's their test. I'm going to assume they're okay, and otherwise, unless they call me. So, yeah, I'm going to do my battle meditation again.
Yeah, it's kind of a mild ping. It's not that big force you felt earlier. It's kind of like a mild.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing unless they call me over the radio.
Yeah, I'll let you know if they awaken a big boss or something that's really powerful. It'll probably kill
them. So with that's not really what I wanted, but that'll be 1 success to Pata's next roll, and I don't think I can do a call boost specifically to him for 1 advantage, so and I don't really think I can affect the others. Can I affect the others with me sending out light side energy, basically passing a boost to the next PC? Would you allow that? I don't know.
If you get on your comm and do something narratively.
She'll say, if you require aid, just give me a call and I can make my way to where you're at.
Okay, and that basically the next PC that goes can get a boost because they're feeling like they're not left alone and they got backup if they need it. So it's a little bit of inspiration. All right. Okay, so one of the undeactivated security programs will attempt to trace the user. All right. What is your computer skills? Your total. What's number of yellow and green?
4 yellow, 2 green right now.
All right, and then they get 2 setback on this roll. Okay. All right. So you can decide how you want to use that threat.
All right. So let's see. I think they have some special rules for decoys, but I think that they might need a despair for that.
So this affects the defender only. So the stuff that says defender only, you can use the threat for. All right, and with that, while he's deciding on that, we can go to the next round. As the next round begins, this pile of dead zombies, one of them looks like it's getting back up.
I mean, that's scary.
And one of these guys look like they're getting back up.
I can actually feed them false data with those decoys with their threats.
Okay, cool. Does that say?
So I'll spend one that way. Basically, they think they know. They did a trace against me. Is that what they did?
Yeah.
So they think they know, but they're actually wrong.
So they add another. Okay, so they add 1 setback on their next. Okay, and what do you want to use the other ones for?
I'm trying to find. Is this not in the slicing charts? I don't see. Oh, here we go. Limited access. I'll take a look at these and let you know.
All right. So does this one have any? Okay, there we go. All right. So this one that was blown up previously, one of them got up, and then one of these got back up.
Did the parts come back together, or are they getting back up with what parts are left?
It's like it's regenerating, I guess, or it's not really dead. You knocked it down, so it's still around. It's
When that blast, like if any body parts flew off, did they come back on, or they just walked without an arm or something?
Well, the blast never actually blew off any body parts. It kind of just knocked them down. They just weren't moving, and now one of them's starting to move again.
Okay.
I guess that's the easiest way to describe it narratively. So it's a PC slot, top of the round.
Okay, so I think Nunku will run away. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. And oh wait, no wait, I'm ensnared. Never mind.
You gotta roll to get rid of ensnare first.
What was that again? Athletics or something?
It's under item.
I think it's a hard.
Ensnare is a hard athletics check.
Is it a standard action
3.
to use athletics?
Yeah, it is your action.
Yes.
All right, take 3 strain, and you can now move. You can take 2 more strain to double move.
Yeah, I think I'll take 2 more strain to double move, so I'll be at 7.
Nasek's like, that doesn't look like Jimmy Bob.
No, it's probably what happened to Jim Bob.
Crap.
Those guys are getting back up. They don't stay down.
Maybe if I try shooting him again and maybe get them more explosive.
All right, so that's his PC slot. Next one. You guys feel free to think outside the box, too, if you want. So.
Lightsabers?
I don't have any flamethrowers. But yes, I'm probably going to try to blast them apart and make body parts go everywhere.
I was thinking more along the what you see is what you get map.
What?
Okay, well, I guess I'll go.
All right.
I dropped what I'm doing with the threat and in roll 20.
Yeah, I saw. Okay.
So that one single dude that's left in that minion group that's closest to me, I'm gonna try to take him out with my rifle again.
Okay. I don't see accidental backdoor. I see for 3 purple encryption.
It's under the narrative dice results and slicing. 2 threat, defender only. If they have 2 threat, they.
Okay. I see. Okay.
So basically, I just have 3 sets of 2 boosts to add to future rolls.
Okay. Cool. That sounds good.
But
All right. So you did. Oh yeah. You blew it. Big old hole in it, and it falls back on to its knees, and then you hear some cranky noises, and it falls on its back, and it's not moving.
Perfect. Am I still able to move after I use the maneuver?
You can take 2 strain to do 2 maneuvers if you want, but you can't move more than twice, no matter what.
Did you do something for your maneuver that time?
Oh, well, actually, wait. No, I didn't.
You forgot to add your accurate too. I don't see.
She may have forgot that weapon also has slow firing, unless it doesn't.
Oh, that does say slow firing. Is that the weapon used previously?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, so you can't use it again. You have to spin this round to reload.
Okay. Then I will use the pistol that I have attached to my armor.
Okay.
That's the swivel thing.
Hey, Con, I'll fix your character sheet for you. I see what you did wrong with why it's not showing the accurate too.
Alright.
Okay, I might just not have put it in there right. I don't know.
Alright, so just shoot your pistol then. It's
I fixed it now. It should work.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, alright. Now, what I said earlier, it happened that way again. It gets a big old hole in its chest and it falls down.
She didn't roll.
yeah, that was me doing a test roll. I'm trying to add an auto success from my specialist tools.
It's plus 1A.
Plus 1A.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus 1 S for success.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Yeah, success is an S. Okay. Same result. There you go. 7. That did it.
Perfect. Awesome.
All right. Next PC.
I'm gonna give him a chance to get away, unless they want to fight him head on. Before I do any more fighting.
Yeah. So I think Jihad's going to take a maneuver to disengage.
You don't need to disengage. There's no attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, but I'm engaged.
You don't. Yeah, there's no attacks of opportunity, so you don't need to disengage.
But he gets an increased difficulty for attacking engaged.
Oh.
No, it takes an extra one too. It's on 209 of Force and Destiny. Yeah, if you're engaged, you have to. It just takes an extra maneuver. It's not like an attack of opportunity thing.
Okay. You disengage.
Yeah, you can disengage up to short range.
Okay, so yeah, I'm
You
gonna
can move
do that.
within short range. So when you're disengaging.
I'm gonna pop back here and then take a shot at him again.
Yeah, get it. Ooh.
So 9 damage.
Well, since we can't kill these things, why don't we just turn on sunsetting?
Well, isn't there a thing where I can grant somebody a free maneuver with the triumph, or is that a
I
talent?
think
You can
that's
do,
extra advantages.
Yeah, I think it's 2 advantages to grant someone free maneuver.
I think
Okay.
it's 2 advantages to get yourself a free maneuver as long as you haven't taken 2. There's a specific talent that lets you do that.
Yeah, I think.
For somebody else.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have to look.
Yeah.
It might have been the enemy rolling threat or something. No, it's okay. So yeah, so the person that got it can do a free maneuver if they haven't done any yet, as long as it doesn't exceed the 2.
Okay. Well, in that case, that doesn't really help me. I was going to try and get Klein out of there.
Now, if the opponent
Can-
rolled 2 threat, it says an opponent may take a free. So that's when anyone of the PCs could take one if they roll threat.
Well, Klein didn't take any, so Klein could.
I have a recommendation.
Go for it.
I believe there's X amount of advantages or triumph for knockdown, which means they're going to have to spend their maneuver to get up, and if they're a minion group, they can't take a second maneuver. If they do, they can't take an action.
I think you have to have that quality, though, don't you? Because knockdown's
Yeah.
the quality your fist has, and some other weapons have the knockdown.
I wasn't sure. I thought range that there was a triumph to knockdown on the combat chart. I don't know.
You can spend 3 advantages to make them go prone, make them fall down prone.
Yeah, different terminology, same thing.
Yeah,
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, you can spend 3 advantages to make them go prone if you want.
Okay, I'll do that. And then I'll spend the triumph to. I'm going to upgrade Era's next check. And then for that last advantage, I'll just give myself a boost.
Okay, so Arrow, you get an upgraded on your weapon check.
Cool.
All right, next. So all of them fell down by the blast. And one of them doesn't get back. One of them looks like it's gone down.
All right, I'll move closer so I can fire, and then I'm trying to. Is this group right here with the X? They're dead. They're down for good, right?
The one with the X doesn't show anything moving at the moment.
Okay. Then, see, I want to try to affect the ones behind him with blast. So I don't know if shooting at a dead body would be fine or not.
Let's just go speeding through.
Well, keep in mind, blast affects targets engaged with the target you blast.
No one's engaged so far, so that's good.
No, I meant like he was trying to affect the ones behind it or whatever if they're not engaged.
Oh, if no one's behind, then yeah, they don't shoot the ones in front of Klein.
Roll it.
Oh man, I made this new character all for nothing.
I mean, how are zombies supposed to eat you if you don't stand still? Alright, so you did 8, 9, 10, 11 damage?
Yes. And then I can activate blast or parrot or both. Which one? I can only activate one, right?
Blast is 2 if you hit it.
What's that?
Blast only requires 2 advantages if you hit your target. It's 3 if you miss.
Okay. What does parrot require?
2.
If you have the paired weapons attachment, it requires 1.
Requires 1. Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna do blast, and then do the paired.
Okay, blast 6, 5, 4. Oh, okay. So that does. All right.
11, 11, and 6. That's what he's saying.
All right, your blast knocked them all down, and they don't appear to be moving.
Nice. Obliterated them with pieces everywhere.
No. The force knocked them down. It doesn't look like you blew off a whole bunch of their pieces. Like there might be some rib bones and maybe some finger bones and stuff, but they're mostly intact still. They just all been collapsed. A bunch of, mostly intact bones
Need more
collapse, and
explosives.
the glow in their eyes dissipates. All right. Another
Cool.
PC slot.
Oh, and since I have an extra advantage, I'll throw that boost out to someone.
So next person. All right, next person, you get a boost. Who's the next PC?
Has Clyde done yet? Or
Yeah,
were they
I think it's
turns
Aliana and Pata are the last two. So Aliana or Pata?
Go ahead, Pata.
You get a boost.
All right, so I'll go. So I get one extra boost, and I guess I'll use two of my 2 boost things.
Yes.
And
So the way that happens, someone's got the comms on, so you can see that they're cheering as they it looks like they're defeating their enemies. So you're like, oh, good. So I'm not as worried now that I'm abandoning our group. So that's where you get a little boost of confidence. Like, okay, they can handle it. I'm good to proceed.
And I'm going to disable a security, disable another security program.
All right. So it's 5 purple and 2 setback.
Oh boy. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra successes. Oh my god. All right, so
Plus 1 from Aliana.
Plus 1 more from Aliana, so 7 extra successes. Gonna add that to my total. That's way more advantages than I thought I was gonna be spending. I'll use the I don't know of a conceivable way I can pass that triumph to the people fighting. Can I, or do I just need to just put it toward my next computer's check?
Go towards your next computer check.
If you can think of a narrative way of getting someone to increase their check by an upgrade, I'll allow it. You gotta narratively say how you do it.
Maybe can he accidentally turn on the lights down here?
There are no lights though, because this temple looks even older than the Jedi temple.
Yeah, I can't think of anything right off the top of my head, and I don't want to break the flow too much. So I'm gonna do. I guess I'll upgrade my next check, and I'm going to spread decoys. And that leaves me with still 6 more.
A lot of valuable information.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just keep pulling valuable information with 6 advantages. Try and bank a bunch of that encrypted information to my hard drive.
Sounds good. So, how many times total have you done that so far? I'm just gonna make a note so it'd be less data you have to transfer.
So that will be now 7 times.
Okay.
8, right? 6 from here, and you had 2 before.
Well, he used some to figure out how many. He used 1 to figure out how many programs he would have to deactivate.
Yeah, so I think it's I'm using 6 of it now, and just keeping the rest of it kind of banked, or 6 of it now, and I have 1 from before, so 7.
Okay, I got 7 written down. Okay, cool.
And that's me.
Okay, so now there's only 3 programs left. It's going to probably fail because I think it's the exact same difficulty I had to roll last time. No, it's actually harder. Okay, so it's got 3 setback now instead of 2. Okay. It's going to enact a command, and it basically alerts one of the droids to activate. So, Aliana, you see a droid come online, and its eyes go from blue to red, just one of them, and it starts making its way towards where you can hear it. You can hear the noise of a droid moving closer towards the room you guys are in.
All right. Just give me the direction it is in reference to where I'm at. You don't have to flip the map.
Yeah. So it's the droid closest to you guys. Whichever droid's relatively closest to you guys. That's the one that's light.
Oh, there's one right in that room. I didn't know if that was the one he was talking about.
Then yeah, the one closest would activate. All right.
Okay.
The one closest to Aliana?
The one closest to the room that he's getting the data from.
Okay, so that'd be the room across the hall from him, so Aliana would be anywhere close.
But
I thought there was one right there in the room with us in the bottom right corner.
No, the droids, as Nunku, but I don't think they shared with the group, but Nunku and Jahat and Klein found that the droids look like they guard specific rooms. So
okay.
They're activated to go to the room first, but they also look like they have a way of them all activating as well. But their primary, it looks like the primary is to activate guard specific rooms.
Okay, no problem. If you want to just move
is it turn to activate, or is it do any movement? I'll move it for you.
No, you don't have to move anything yet.
If you want to just flip to the chart to the other room on my turn, so I have a reference of which direction I'm hearing from, because I'll probably start acting now instead of just doing battle meditation.
Yeah, I put a red mark on it so you know which one it is. I'll move you over.
Here, I'll just move the whole group. Okay.
Oh, you can wait till it's my turn, because he's still got...
It's your turn. So, the one
with the red
dot,
I thought you still had one more NPC before that. My bad.
It's all good. Well, remember, a lot of them got wiped out. Alright, so this one activates. Its lights turn red, and you can hear some movement. You can hear like a computer starting up.
She's gonna look to Pata and be like, "Have you gotten past the security where you can handle it from now on? Because we might start getting attacked, and I need to deal with that."
Yeah, Pata's way up here.
Yeah, I had to go into that room, I think, to access the information I wanted.
Oh, okay. I thought he was in the room with me, because when we flipped maps, we were in the same room.
Yeah, you can just move your character with him if your character...
Okay, yeah, because the thing is, I wouldn't have been able to affect him with battle meditation if we was that far apart. I was trying to stick with him.
I moved you there. So you can hear...
Okay.
Where'd you go? Where'd Aliana go? Okay. Alright, so you can hear the sounds, what looks like a droid... sounds like a droid powering up, because you heard the big one down below as it was moving when it got dumplings for everyone. Alright, so it's your turn. The noise is coming from this direction. Yeah, this droid has red lights coming from, I guess, the eyes. You doing anything? Are you there, Will?
I show him trying to talk, but nothing's come now.
Oh yeah, Will, you might have to leave and come back. We're not hearing any noise from you, but Discord shows you're talking.
Yeah, I see what's on the screen.
Are you there, Will?
I think I disconnected. Basically, what I said was I have jump up. I stand up from seated as an incidental. 1 maneuver to go to here. 2 strain for a second maneuver to pull out my lightsaber. Incidental to ignite it. Incidental to set up the stun cloak so it's ready. And my action is committing a force dice into sense defense.
Okay, cool. All right.
And I'll just be waiting around that corner for if it comes around.
All right. Okay.
But narrative-wise, I think the part you missed is she tells Pata, "Something's coming. I don't know what you hit while you were doing that, but it activated defenses. I'll take care of it. You keep on doing what you're doing."
All right.
I
And
don't die.
okay. And then this guy moved at some point. All right, so there we go. The end of the round. So a new round. Let's see, one of these guys. Its eyes flicker back green, and it looks like it's and on here.
You after being blasted apart?
They weren't blasted apart. They were just, there was an explosion that knocked them down.
Yeah. So all their lights were knocked out, but now the lights of one of this group came on, and the lights of one of this group came on. So, all right, it's PC slot.
Mind if I go first so I can run away?
Go ahead.
Go for it.
All right, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run away.
You got your big gun back now because it's just firing every other round.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Okay, so I will take my deal, move back there, and I will take a shot at the big boy here.
Okay.
How much damage will we have to do to the ceiling above it to close down?
Do you have any weapons that do breach?
Nope, just blast.
Oh, we have lightsabers.
You would need to at least do, I'd say, about 30 to 40 damage.
In one round or per person?
In one hit, because it's like vehicle stats.
So you can't chip away at it.
You could, but not within a single round of a combat round.
Well, I know if I start chipping
All right,
away
so
at it.
did 10, 11, 12, 13.
How high is the roof?
I'll say it's about 15 feet. 10, 11, 12. All right, so 13 damage minus the soak. All right. All right, so that knocks down 2 of them. What do you want to do with those 2 advantages?
I'll pass those as boost off onto the next player.
Oh, you have Pierce 3, so actually it does take. Okay, so you knocked off another one. All right.
How about if we aim for the head and blow the head off? What kind of difficulty would that be?
It's called shot rolls. So it
Okay.
would you'd have to spend a maneuver, and then it would give you 3 setback.
3?
Yep.
I thought it was 2 setback for called shot.
I believe it's 3. It's on the. You can double check.
It's
the rolls.
2 plus you also take into account any defense they have. It just adds 2 to it.
Okay.
Unless you double aim called shot, then it's only one.
Okay.
One setback.
So it might. So then it's 2. Yeah.
Alright, that's what I want to do on my turn. I'm using my big rifle too.
All right, so 3 of them fall down and their lights go off. You basically shot and blew a big old hole through their torso, and 3 of them collapse and their lights go off.
Are they always losing their lights when they fall down, or are some of them keeping their lights when they fall
They'll all
down?
lose tonight.
Well, whenever they collapse, their lights go off. But then the next round, it appears at least one of their lights come back on.
Okay.
All right. So how many PCs have gone? We had Klein go, and then who just went?
Okay, I want to do a cold shot to blow one of their heads off.
That was Klein that just went. Okay, so it's the next PC. Okay, so which head are you blowing off? It's a minion group.
It's all lined up in one line. Maybe if I do enough damage, I can go through the guy behind him.
Maybe.
It's a ranged heavy weapon.
All right. Are you doing
I'm gonna take my maneuver. Is I take 2 strain, you said, right? To do the, so I can do the extra maneuver to fire.
Yeah.
So it's only one
if you do 2 maneuvers, it's 2 strain.
All right, and that gives me 2 blues, right? Or no?
If you're doing a called shot, it gives you no blues. It gives you 2 setback for the first maneuver. It removes 1 setback for the second maneuver, so you don't get boosts for called shot.
So just 1 blue. Okay, all right, so 1 black.
No blue. You get 1 setback.
One setback and two difficulty. 2 purple.
Yep.
I'm used true aim.
Takes, let's see. Oh, it's gonna use that to have a group take a free maneuver.
What does it do when I blow the head off?
Okay, that one did a free maneuver with your setback. And it does 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage.
Plus Pierce 5.
Yeah, 16. All right. This group, you shot the head, and it fell off on the ground. Actually, it just blew up. We'll just say one of the heads blew up completely, so there's no eyes left to glow. And when it exploded, it knocked them all down, and all their lights went off. All their eyes stopped glowing, and they all collapsed.
Let's see if eyes come back on now.
Well, there's not a head for the head that you blew up.
Yeah, no. So he was saying, yeah. He's like, without a head, let's see if the eyes come back on.
Okay. All right. Next PC.
I guess Jahano's going to go ahead. What he's going to do is he's actually going to do my inspiring rhetoric here again.
I love that talent.
Come on, guys, you can do it. We can do it. Win, win, win.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, so I don't get the thing to add boost.
You got to triumph.
Yeah. So 2 of y'all can recover strain, 1 strain. I guess I don't know. Nunku and Jahat, you guys are right. Or Nunku and Klein, you guys are right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and use the threat you generated to give another minion group a free maneuver.
So how many strain do we heal?
Just 1.
Okay.
That was a combat thing he did, though, so I don't know how you could do that, though.
Well, we said that those charts can be you guys are in combat, so it doesn't have to actually be a combat roll. Since they're pretty
Okay,
generic.
I thought it was just for when firing. Okay.
I mean, if there's not a chart, we default to those for every roll. If there's not a chart made, we just default to them.
Sounds good.
All right.
You inspired the zombies too.
Good job.
Yeah.
Although it could also spend a triumph to upgrade the zombies check on whoever they're attacking.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might be the best bet there. Because I can't really think of any other particularly good ways to use that.
Yeah, you can choose which one. You can choose one of those groups to.
Other than a free maneuver, so you can disengage, so it won't be you.
Yeah, if you didn't do 2 maneuvers this round, you can give yourself a free maneuver.
That's the other way I see it playing out, is you taking a free maneuver to disengage. But hey,
yeah, anyone with ranged heavy weapons cannot
No,
fire while you're engaged. Or no, you can, but the difficulty's increased by 2 if you're using a ranged heavy weapon while you're engaged.
Yeah, so Jot's going to upgrade the check the next enemy attack, and then he's going to use his own maneuver because he hasn't used any maneuvers. He's going to step back.
So, do you want the group closest to the one closest to the Klein, or the one that's next to Nunku to have the upgrade?
The one closer to Klein is just one guy, right? So I'll do the one next to Nunku.
You know what? I forgot this guy is on the ground. So never mind. He got up. Was this free maneuver? So let me remove his prone.
Okay, then I'll have the one up there next to Nunku. Have his next attack.
Okay, got it.
Difficulty upgraded.
As an incidental, I'll tell Nastic to back towards the stairwell that we came in.
All right, next. Don't have to tell me twice. In fact, I might just get up on the ladder so I know these things can swim.
Good idea.
All right, so another PC.
That would be Nunku, I think, right? Is that who's left?
Yeah, Nunku hasn't gone, and then
Ada and Will.
Yep. DJ, you're on mute. Your thing's muted.
Oh, sorry. I was talking that entire time. Sorry. But yeah, going to the ladder, that's a genius idea, Jeffrey. Genius. But
Aim for the head. I think it might work.
Well, you are known too much. Nunku's is not known for being smart, so.
Aim for head. Might work.
Nunku will take out his lightsaber and aim for the head.
All right, so you still got the setback from that goo on you. I think it's been about 3 rounds, so the other setback's gone. So you still got the goo setback.
So what is it for called shot again?
It adds 2 setback.
Okay.
Unless you aim twice by spending 2 strain, and then it's only 1.
Plus your setback for having the toxic goop on you.
Okay. This will... Okay, come on.
You're like, oh, this stinks so bad. And that really caused you to whiff it.
He was hacking up something.
Yeah, you were about to swing, and then you're like, oh, and then you blew some chunks as you vomited. Some of that goo got in your nose when you're about to swing and hit its head.
Even without all of the black, I still would have failed.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna give a blue to the next person to go, and I will back up.
which will be Pata, because Aliana's went into more combat mode, so Pata can go first.
So, Nunki, you have to take 2 strain to move.
Unless a bad guy comes to Aliana first.
Never mind then. I won't do that then.
Shot is a maneuver.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so I won't move.
Alright, so I guess I'm gonna do a disable another one of these security protocols. I'm going to use my triumph from the last roll to upgrade.
So, yeah.
And then I'm gonna add 2 of those boosts from the boosts that I banked.
From your boost pool.
And get a boost from HK.
All right. So you realize that once you knock out all of those systems, you can actually enact commands, which you could actually deactivate the droid if it's still around.
Yeah, that's why I'm not trying to mess around too much. I'm trying to get through these security so I can get it into the system and take these droids offline if they activate more.
Okay. So
I've seen how Aliana can handle droids.
Yep, that sounds good.
All right, so this is my roll. That's another 6 extra successes. And I'm going to do another temporary bypass and also 2 more pieces of useful information, bringing me up to 9.
Okay.
Is there going to be an upper limit on this, what this hard drive can hold at some point where I have to stop doing that?
If it's a specialist tool, it should be able to handle it all, and you can just roll for the stats for the specialist tool later.
Oh, I already did. It's I just put safety features and reduced its bulk by 4.
Okay, so once you deactivate everything, you're transferring over. I'll have you roll a computer check, and that's where you can use your benefits for your specialist tool.
Okay.
And every 10 valuable data you use on it, you transfer over a petabyte, so that saves you an hour of time.
Okay. And let's see. So I shut down another security program, so we're down to 2.
Yep.
And that's it for PETA.
Okay. All right. Go back here. All right. This one looks at Arrow, who blew up all those, and it's coming towards Arrow, and it's going to attack. You have melee defense of 2.
And don't forget its attack is upgraded.
Thank you. And now I can remove that. All right. Oh, and Pata, you gotta make a 3 purple fear check.
3 purple fear check?
Yes.
Is that cool?
That's willpower. It's
discipline.
Discipline. That's not Pata. I said Arrow though, right? Ario.
You did.
Okay, so you make your, and it probably doesn't do any damage to you, but it did 5.
Yeah, I soaked it all.
All right, but now you roll your 3 purple fear. Hey, did any of these zombies engage you, Jahat?
I'm gonna use my talent quick fix, which allows me to use my agility for any check I make once per session.
All right.
They were in engaged range with me. Yeah. They didn't attack me or anything though. I don't know what the actual trigger is. It's just proximity.
I forgot, so that's my bad. But next time one engages you, I'll have you do the fear check too.
Ooh, I love that skill.
All right, so you're good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use that to regain a strain.
Right. Another NPC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So Klein and Nunku make 3 purple fear checks.
Nunku's already made one.
He made them against a different zombie group.
Okay, so mini group, gotcha.
And this
And you said it was purple?
3 purple, and it's gonna attack at you because you were in a straight line. It's kind of like they're charging you. This is it. I think it's just one single one of the minion group. It just charges at you. So you and Nunku make 3 purple discipline check. You're good. Do you have melee of 2? It looks like. Nunku, you add 2. You have 2 setback now for 3 rounds. Okay, I doubt it does any damage to you, right? 4? Does 4... does your soak absorb 4? So...
Yeah, it'll absorb 4.
So it's gonna ensnare you for 1 round. So I'll put the net on you.
It's got link though, right?
Yeah, but link gets absorbed by soaked.
Oh, so it does. It's not 8 total. It'd be 4 plus another 4.
Yeah, but if it's hitting again, they were saying that the soak gets applied again. All right, so you're gonna be ensnared for 1 round, and then it's going to it'll upgrade your next check. So 1. Alright, then it will give all the minion groups, let's see, so that was for the upgrade. I used the ensnare. So it will give this group a boost. There we go. Alright, that's its turn. Alright, PC, and then... okay, so... this one guy hasn't gone in a long time, so this guy's gonna go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're immune to this guy's fear, because this guy feared you last time.
Okay.
But, Klein, you gotta do a 3 purple fear check.
Bless it. Okay.
And
You said how tall is this? The top of the ceiling?
15 feet.
Perfect.
All right, so you're good. Take. Go ahead, take 3 strain.
Okay.
All right, now it's the last PC slot.
Go, Eliana. Kill the
It should
droid.
be me. Since the droid isn't to me, I'm not attacking or anything, obviously, but I'm going to use the forewarn action. Narratively, I'm telling Pata, stand over here. He has 2 range and 2 melee defense until he acts in the combat encounter, which is probably never because he's doing a slicing encounter. So he has 2 range and 2 melee defense for my forewarn action.
All right. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's it. That's it for me until the droid comes up and presents to be an issue. I guess I will... hold on. I'm going to spend a maneuver to kind of move there. I want to be in the center of the hallway so the droid cannot physically get around me.
Okay.
And that's it.
Pass.
Pretty much, yeah. None shall pass.
None shall pass.
And that's it for me.
Okay, the droid turns. The droid spends a maneuver to activate a shield generator. So now its defenses are 2 instead of 1.
But Patty, you'll also have 2 range and 2 melee defense until you do a combat check, essentially.
Then it's going to do a hard gunnery check to basically do a fire sweep.
Alrighty. Can it get me from there? I was trying to stay in cover from that corner wall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not obstructed from 2 of your corners. These 2 corners.
Okay.
This 2 is not obstructed. It's got 2 corners that can touch 2 of your corners without being blocked by a wall.
Go for it. I might have screwed myself. I didn't realize I could actually see it, because if it's not obstructed, I would assume I could see it, but I'll adjust next turn.
You can adjust to where you're not there. I'll just do a different maneuver.
Oh, I would have just backed up a little bit so I'm not in its line of fire,
Well,
because
just back up
she
so-
sucks at being in line of fire.
Okay, yeah, then you go ahead and back yours up then. And it will... Alright, so...
Because that's what she was trying to do, was lure it in to where
Okay.
she can whack it without getting hit, because she's been downed a lot by ranged weapons, so that's her weakness, and she knows it. Like, he could still do it, but essentially I'm drawing him in closer.
So it moves here and then it activates its shield. Alright, that's its turn. Alright, and now the security program will attempt to... You didn't give it any setback last turn, so maybe it might be able to do something. It's going to try to trace the user. So
Doesn't it still have the setback from my decoys, though? Because it didn't actually act against me.
Oh, okay. I guess you're right.
So my decoys haven't been I don't know if that's...
So it has 2 then. Okay.
Good point.
All right. It'll take a miracle for it to beat your computer skills. All right.
Ooh. Wow, that's a lot of threat to play with.
All right, so we'll move back.
Isn't after enough threat, you can actually kick him out of your thing itself?
So
That's a power move.
Look at me.
yeah, encryption.
I am the program now.
I think there is something where you can kick him out of the system. I think that's
Not
only for
with
defenders
threat.
against attackers.
Not with threat.
I think he's Tron now, is what they're saying.
All right. Hey, they're at least the droid thing's around, so. All right, so top of the round, PC.
I fight for the users.
Who wants it?
I'll take it if no one else is using it.
No.
Is this
Okay.
the first PC slot?
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Of the new round.
Anybody care if I take it this time around, since I got to... Well, no, never mind. Go ahead. I just want to take one before NPCs act, if anybody cares.
Yeah, the droid forgets you.
So go for it. I'd just like to claim one before... Whichever one is the last one before NPCs act.
I'll go. So I have like two setback from the scare, right?
Yeah, for 3 rounds.
Okay, so I see the X is not on that one anymore. So did all of them get back up, or the one without the head did not get back up?
The one without the head did not get back up. The other ones that have their heads are getting up. Or one's getting up.
I say C. Head, take off head.
So every round you're noticing one gets back up every single round.
So Nunku swung and a miss.
Man, I need to get some better lightsaber skills.
Oh well. That was a miss. Alright.
Or get an ability to be able to roll with some other thing you're good at.
There is nothing like that for lightsaber other than a once per session.
Okay, next PC.
Wants it.
I guess Jahat will. So there's that's just one right hand arrow, right? I can't read the tooltip to tell how many is in that group in front of arrow.
It's the full group.
Okay. I will go ahead and take the up. I'll take the upgrade and try and take a couple of those out.
I really hope you roll despair.
I don't want to get hit. I can get out of the way if you need me to.
No, let him shoot.
I got an easy way to
Hey,
get
you
out.
guys got a lot of light side points you can use too.
Yeah, I got an easy way to get out.
I mean, do you want to go first then?
I'll get out of the way. All right, so my guy's gonna jump up in the air and activate his jump boots. So he's gonna fly up about 15 feet up to the top, and then he's gonna shoot.
All right, so do your jump boots. What's your difficulty for controlling them?
It's piloting planetary.
All right, so since you're jumping out and you don't want to be snatched as you're jumping away from, like, I think six zombie-like creatures. I'll say it's 3 purple.
So I'm gonna use my ability where I can jump in the air, take 3 strain, and jump at least medium distance away.
Okay.
And while I'm in the air, I'm gonna activate my jump boots.
Then that sounds good. So then do that, and then just you're good. That should work.
All right, perfect.
All right, are you shooting at it?
Yeah, I was finding a symbol to show him in the air.
Just do the wings.
I'll look for the wings. Let me look for the wings.
There's a wing symbol. And then just do 1's equal 10. So just, whatever, you round up. So if you're 10 feet in the air, just do a 1. Because you can't do 10. So just do number 1, and we know that's 10 feet in the air. All right. Well, it's not really that. Just shoot, and you can find it later. Just shoot him first so that people can move. Let's move the turns.
Okay.
All right, shooting.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim for the head.
All right, so you're gonna take 2 strain then, and get 2 setback. All right, that's a lot of damage. So you blew up one of these guys' heads. All right, and you did 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did 13 damage, no piercing. Okay, 13.
Yeah, that's probably the risk amount. I don't want to try to aim down the rifle scope and do all that. Maybe next round I'm flying.
All right, so
how many zombies did I blow up with that head?
I gotta do the math real fast.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I didn't fire both. I fired 1. It's too difficult to fire.
So there's 3 of them. 3 of them up. The other ones fell down. So you knocked down 3. And one of them's without a head. And 2 others, lights go out in their eyes. All right, next PC.
All right. Now that he is in a good position, I will go ahead and blast at those remaining 3. I'm also going to be doing a called shot, aiming for headshots here.
Okay.
It says an incidental, take off heads while they're down.
All right. So you get 1 in the head. 10 damage.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and recover some strain.
Right. So only 1's up still. All right, and 2 of their heads have been blown off.
And that is it for me.
Right. PC?
Okay, I guess that'll be me. I'm ensnared, so I can't move, right?
You can make a. You can use your action to do an athletics to be unensnared. It's a 3 purple athletics check.
Okay, yeah, we'll try that then.
All right, roll 3, and your check is upgraded once. So the difficulty is upgraded once. So it'd be 1 red and 2 purple. Ugh.
Those are
Jesus.
amazing checks.
All right, so
That's
Those checks are better when they actually come up success with a threat, with a triumph and a despair, though.
So what can I? Let me see. I gotta see what's good stuff. You go look for despair. I'll go look for
Ouch.
I mean, I'll look for despair. You look for triumph. Okay, I've got it. So, as you're frantically trying to get undone, you accidentally press
Drop your
the
weapon?
button that causes your power cell on your main weapon to overheat, and you're like, oh crap, and you eject it right before it blows up. So your
Wait. Doesn't
main
that
weapon,
only happen when you're like firing?
Your main weapon is she's getting around trying to get out of their grip, and she accidentally triggers something on her main weapon that causes it to run out of ammo. So I'm thinking the energy cell, overheats and the weapon. Well, it doesn't blow up, but it overcharges the cell.
But doesn't that only happen when you're firing? Like using the weapon?
That's why it's a despair.
Yeah, it's a despair. It says the character's ranged weapon immediately runs out of ammunition and may not be used for the remainder of the encounter. So that's what nearly happened. He's frantically trying to get away from all 12 of these arms, or however many arms there are in the group, still grabbing and trying to bite at him, and freaking out. Some of the buttons get pressed on its weapon, and it drains all the power, and so it's out of ammo, the main weapon. All right, and then you can choose something for the triumph.
Let's say that they're unable to grab me. Like, they're unable to, like, hold me down. Or I get out of their... I don't want to say out of their ensnare, because that would require success, but... I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm still in their space, and I can't move, but it's not like...
Could you give yourself free maneuver
So here's what she does.
Could I make a suggestion?
I got a suggestion. She draws her attention to Nunku and how much more delicious Nunku looks.
Yeah,
He is covered in the special sauce.
Yeah, he's covered in the goo. They like
there
that
you
goo.
go.
And he threw up and got some pieces of his lunch on his armor now.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. I'll be like, oh yeah, like look at him.
Do you want to at least give Nunku a boost for making him the target?
His name's now.
Yeah, I will give him a boost for making him a target.
Baiku now, not Nunku.
And I'd like to take the 2/2 slot, since I did roll the 5/1.
All right, so we'll move over to your character. Okay, all right, so Aliana.
As long as nobody has a problem with that, because I'm already on my map. I don't know what issues you guys are having.
It's you and Pata, so it's between you and Pata, really.
Yeah, I don't really have anything pressing to do, so you go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to spend my maneuver to engage and attack this guy. And I'm going to declare that I'm flowing versus ebbing.
What does that do?
Heals me of strain, causes strain.
Okay.
Basically. What's his defense? It looks like 2 melee, correct?
Yep, 2 melee with the shields up.
Okay. So 9 breach 1, 10, actually 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 breach 1. I don't know if that kills it. And it takes 1 strain, and I regain 1 strain.
So you do 11 damage?
12, essentially, if it doesn't have strain.
Alright, yeah, 12. Okay. It's still...
But if that doesn't kill it, I'm going to crit.
Okay. Do I need to add vicious or anything?
Nope, I have no vicious. It's just a regular crit.
Alright, knock prone and suffer. Oh, you
Good, because I was really wanting enough advantage to knock it prone. That's the best crit I could get, because now it's got to spend a maneuver and action to get up and move to fire sweep, or it can't fire sweep me. I just didn't have enough advantage to knock it prone.
It can't fire sweep you anyways because you're engaged, and fire sweep uses.
I know, but it could use its maneuver to disengage and then fire sweep. Now it's got to spend its maneuver to get up from being knocked prone.
Or it could just use its flame projector.
That's fine. That includes my defense and stuff. Fire sweep doesn't.
Ah, good point. Okay, is that it?
That's it for me.
All right, NPC slot.
And it was breach 1, if that matters. I don't know if you took that into account.
I didn't even add any of its soak because it doesn't have more than 10 soak. So, all right.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and move with this guy. If you're prone doing a range, does that do anything?
You get a boost if you're prone doing a ranged attack.
Awesome.
But if you're engaged, whether it's ranged
light,
heavy,
so it's ranged light, so it gives me a +1 difficulty, but it also gives me a boost, so that's good.
Yep. And I'm going to dodge, and I have 4 range defense. So the upgrades 4 range defense.
The boost when prone is when making a melee attack at the person who's prone.
Oh right, it's melee. Yeah, but I think prone gets.
Oh, prone gives you a.
Right.
You a set. It gives the person shooting range.
It gives me a setback. Yeah.
So
it gives me a setback against them. Yeah.
So it does nothing but gives you a boost though to hit him.
All right. Yeah, I had that confused.
All right, let's hope for at least 3 advantages or a triumph, so I can at least do blast. All right. So how many setback? 4.
4 setback and 3 upgrades.
Oh! Of course, you probably soak it, but blast anyways.
Actually, I don't soak all of that because I don't have much soak. I only have 4 soak with this character.
Yay!
What do you mean? What do you mean they soak all of it? They don't take any damage.
You have to take.
You didn't roll
a hill.
Blast is different. Blast is one of the only.
Blast.
He didn't roll difficulty die.
Oh yeah, you got to roll the difficulty. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I had. Oh my bad. I pushed increase on downgrade instead of upgrade. My bad. That's why it didn't work. All right, so let me roll what I need to roll. So it'd be 2 red and 1
2 red and a purple.
All right, let me clear this. I'm gonna clear it.
I'm glad I reminded you of that.
There's still the triumph.
Oh, nice.
So something bad happens, but he still takes some damage for blast, so that's great.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay, here's the question. Here, hold on. Does the GM spin the bad stuff, or does the player spin the good stuff first? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you spin the triumph first, or do I spin the despair first?
They happen simultaneously.
I'm going to improve parry for the 3 threat. I'm also going to improve parry for the 3 despair since he's technically engaged, and I'm going to hit him for 7 breach 1 twice.
Okay, so you take your damage from the blast, and it is blown up. All right.
Wait, how do you activate the blast? Is it activatable by triumph?
Yeah, triumph.
Yes.
Yeah. 3 advantage or triumph can activate blast on a missed attack.
Yeah, if you hit with the blast, it's only 2 advantages to activate, but if you miss, it's 3 advantages. All right.
What I did when I was shooting at the zombies, I missed.
So that NPC's gone. Now.
And that's also up to you, Jeff. It says three threat or 1 despair. I don't know if you would allow me to do it twice with the 3 threat and, do it with the 3 threat and do it with despair.
I'm fine narratively.
That's the question.
It works. It works for this.
Okay.
There's no point in keeping it
So I
around
took 2
another
wounds
round.
from that.
All right. So moving back to the Sith temple. All right. Any oh yeah, this zombie's around. All right. So this zombie is going to. It's getting up, and Nunku, make a 3 purple fear check.
Oh, let's see how badly I failed this one. Oh wait, do I get the 3 blacks from the fear as well, or is it just the 1 black?
So you got 2 blacks because you still got fear from another one.
Okay.
You should turn tail and run.
Hey, advantage.
So
not advantage.
So it just resets the counter on your fear. So you got 3 rounds, 3 more. Still got 3 rounds of fear. So you got.
What
2
resets
setback.
the counter?
Basically, you got fear again for 3 rounds. So we'll just do. We're not going to stack fear. I mean, that doesn't make a lot of sense. So we'll just have it so you're fearful longer. So instead of it being 2 rounds, now you're back up to 3 rounds of being feared. Cool.
Okay.
Hey, good news is you've been feared by almost everyone except for 1. So you're immune to their fear now.
Woo woo.
All right. Then another zombie goes. It's going to attack you.
Wait. I got a triumph. Are there any suggestions?
Get out of dodge. Get out of dodge.
Oh wait, can I use it to give myself a maneuver?
Yeah. If you have not taken 2 maneuvers during this round, you can give yourself a free maneuver.
Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, and since Klein used the despair or the triumph to get them to think you're a much tastier target, this one's going to move towards you. 6. And
are you sure they don't all want to move towards me?
Well, all the ones near Klein will move towards you because you look delicious with all that puke on you. Oh, there it is. All right, so no defense, right?
Wrong. 1 defense. I probably should have put that on. It's because of the lightsaber.
Okay. Did you upgrade anyone to hit you?
No. Oh wait, I got a boost. I got a boost from Klein. I forgot to roll the boost from Klein.
Well, roll it.
Hey, I'm not feared.
You're not feared, so you only got 2 rounds of being feared left.
No, he's still feared. It's just not resetting, and it's still in 2 rounds, I think.
No. I'm not feared.
No, you're feared for 2 more rounds from the previous guy.
I know, but I'm just not feared again. I'm just not resetting.
You're rolling too many black, though, too. You should only have 2 blacks you're rolling unless you got some weapon that gives you an extra black.
It's from the water.
And the water was 1 setback. Fear is 1 setback,
plus the other 2.
No, there should only be 2 total. The fear doesn't stack with itself. Only separate.
I thought the fear itself gave 2. I thought the fear itself gave 2.
It's 1.
Well, the blacks didn't do anything on that roll anyway, so it's fine.
Okay. Okay, so you got 1 defense. Did it actually do some damage? So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you take any?
Yes, I take 3 damage.
Okay, then another NPC. 1, 2. That one got the free maneuver. Okay, so this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and attack. Does no damage.
Yeah.
Alright, and then this guy.
It's ensnaring, right?
You're right, you are ensnared. Thank you. And passing a boost.
Don't you have to... Wait, you don't have to do damage in order to do that?
No, it's activating it.
Yeah, ensnare only
Oh.
takes 2. All right. So this guy's getting a boost dice.
No damage. No damage.
It's like Wheel of Fortune.
Just like no whammies.
So 6 damage, and then
Okay,
let it do something.
let me
with
see
it.
what I can. What can I use the 2 on?
Free maneuver.
He's already used the free maneuver this turn.
Oh, darn. Free maneuver if we want someone else in our group.
Nope, it's the person. Oh wait, you're right. Never mind. Anyone in the group can. Yeah, any one of you guys can use free maneuver if you want. You can give it to one of your allies that hasn't taken 2 maneuvers.
I think Aliana was trying to make her way towards us.
Yeah, I think Aliana said that she wanted to help the downstairs group, and I can just have HK guard my.
Okay, so
Did
so he's
Aliana
still the door.
say that?
Space closer towards the door.
Did she say that over the comms?
He wrote it. Yeah, I wrote it in the roll 20.
Yeah, I saw it in roll 20. All right, so Aliana, you got a move. You got a free move to get closer to them. All right.
Yeah, you do.
Just start moving your way to the ladder and let me know when you're at the ladder. You can probably do some type of Jedi Force maneuver to drop or something.
Yeah.
Space wizard stuff.
Of course, if Nunku can swim, this encounter might be over before you get there.
That's fine. I was telling Pata to seal this door off with himself in it because she's sensing that y'all need assistance. So now that she took out that one droid, gonna make her way towards you guys.
All right, so
I think we're doing fine.
it's
I think we're doing great.
last PC slot.
All right, so I have some boosts from all their unfortunate threats. So I'm going to boost myself up a little bit to take down one of these last 2 security programs. And wow, that was a close one. So I'm going to take. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the decoys and a important piece of information.
All right, so you've got 1 petabyte of data.
And from this point on, the auto success from Aliana will be gone from you.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So how many setback then did you give it? Is it the 2?
2 setback, and then I had 1 left over to give it an extra setback, so it has 3 on its next roll.
Okay. And it will try to do what it always does because it's a dumb machine. All right, so it's going to attempt to trace you. Ah, it didn't feel so bad this time. In fact, it actually gets to get a piece of your signature. Yay! So it'll get a boost next turn. Yeah, it'll do opportunity identify the slicer lens gap in the structure system. Well, I guess it does opportunity identified. So it'll get it doesn't get your. I need 2 advantages to get your stuff. So I at least get 1 boost next round. Okay. All right, and this is the top of the last round.
I think we should let Nunku go first.
Yeah, Nunku, why don't you go? You might be able to end this encounter.
I can't move.
Dang. Well, you can if you successfully get out.
Oh yeah, it's 3 purple, right?
Yep, athletics.
You got some destiny.
With 2 setback, yeah.
You guys got lots of light side points.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use a I'm using destiny.
Oh, that sucks.
If you would have gone out, I could have blasted them with my guns.
Do
I
it.
mean, you can still do that.
Yeah, just do it.
I want to kill Nunku though.
All right.
Less nasty still, I should.
Well, he has defense. I'm sure he'll be okay.
I've melee defense.
No, I'm talking about soak. You got enough soak to where the blast won't hurt him.
I only have 5.
You could also shoot the ground next to 2, like one of these squares where it'll hit 2 of them and not Nunku.
You should hit all three of them, including
Yeah, I'll
Nunku.
probably hit the one in the middle and get all three of them.
Nunku can survive with 1 damage. All right.
Yeah, Patty can heal him.
All right, so who's going? Are you going? Go blow it up. Time's almost up. I'm sorry this took
yeah,
all day. Is this entertaining at least? Everyone's getting to do stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do y'all want
I like
to
this slicing stuff.
Yeah, so I figured this would be valuable for people that want to see how a slicing encounter can happen. The best thing to do is have it mixed in with the combat encounter so people like...
I put it in the Roll20, but it's also important. Have they been relaying that it's zombies down there they're dealing with?
I haven't heard anyone say that yet.
Nope, we don't know what zombies are. We have to do a lore check.
They say that these corpses look like they're animating.
What's a
Good
zombie?
enough. Good enough for me. That'll work for my next turn. Okay.
I'm gonna fly over a little bit so I'm closer, and then I'm gonna shoot.
All right, do it. We gotta wrap it up soon. It's 5 o'clock, so.
Oh wait, can you use 3 advantages to like knock them prone or something, or are you just gonna use the
I'm
blast?
gonna use my natural marksman to re-roll it, just in case if I get some more advantage.
So, you're gonna have to blow them up, right? Are you gonna blast them?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do more damage. I'm gonna try to roll again.
I thought you used the once run per counter for something.
No, I use my quick fix.
Okay.
I'm using natural marksman.
All right, do it.
Come on, save me! No!
Dang. I can activate black still.
Do
Go
it.
ahead.
I activate it.
All right, they're all knocked out. So if only enough people could press their remains into the liquid thing that looks like it goes on forever, that might be the best shot.
Or just take their heads off while they're down. That seems to work too. Just use your lightsaber, just chop their heads off.
Well, technically, you don't know if that will actually do anything. The only thing you've done is blown the heads up into tiny little pieces to where there's nothing that can happen with the heads. You do not know. You don't know if it's like you don't know if they can just grab their head and put it back on their shoulders because we haven't been to a scenario with that yet.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I'll say take their heads off while you're there. But since I got them down.
That would take 6 activations versus someone grabbing in minion groups and pushing all their bodies towards the water.
Well, we don't know about that.
It's up to you guys. All right, who's going next?
I guess Jahat will finish smoking this minion group near him. Same thing as last time, called shot to do headshots.
All right.
Smooth.
Undo it. All right, take strain.
Am I taking strain?
Did you, yes, you are. Actually, before that happens, from Pat's move, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going towards Nunku. Will you still be able to hit it, or do you gotta increase the difficulty?
I'd have to increase the difficulty.
I have to move forward.
Yeah, you could move
Yeah, you
forward.
could
if
just
you wanted
move
to catch
forward.
up.
Actually, I think for attacking those, I don't know where that second difficulty die is coming from, right? Because close range is.
Oh yeah, so you're good. So you hit it and it collapses.
Yeah.
So it's with the other. All right. There you go. All right, so they're down for now, and since it's almost 5 o'clock, do you guys want to try removing their heads? Or you want to just push them down the well?
We don't know.
Push them down the well.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't know.
Yeah.
Don't make some lore check or something.
Nunku did say that's a good idea when Nasset said he's gonna he's gonna get to the ladder because he doubts they can swim. And Nunku said that's a good idea, but didn't do anything with that. So that idea.
Well, I've been
Let's
running
spin
away and been
right side
ensnared.
We'll spin
I
our
don't know
right
what you
side.
expect me to do. I've been ensnared the entire time.
Yeah, he was trying to get to the water. That was his plan anyway. So you know what Nunkyu's plan was. He just got ensnared.
Okay, so I think we still probably should send a light side for that information, though.
Okay, use the light side. It's not like you guys are low. All right.
Now
so,
we're
yeah, so move. Let's put him in the water.
Okay, Pata, go ahead and deactivate the last security program.
All right, let me see what I did here.
You can use all your blues that you've been saving up.
And let's see. So it's the same difficulty, and I roll my computer.
Oh, holy.
Barely successful, but take it.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
So you
Does he-
deactivated it. Now, so
does
now
he
you
just
have
kick the-
full access to this file because all the programs have been deactivated. So you got full access.
He just kicked the program out.
Yep. From this information and from your back door now, you can use a Triumph to have the information you need to create a passcode so that if any of the programs get activated in the future, you can make yourself a recognized admin.
Okay. And can I use those, 8 advantages to get more important data?
Yeah, to knock another hour off the 20, I think it's 25 petabytes. So
I think you said 20 originally.
20, but I said there's about 5 petabytes of restricted information. I'll just include that. So there's 15 unrestricted, 5 that's restricted. So there we go. So there's 18 hours worth of transferring. Instead of 20. Cool.
Sounds good.
You guys have fun?
Oh
Yeah.
I do have one alibi with the information that they've relayed.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Some kind of lore check to decipher, because out of character I'm thinking, okay, there's somebody down here that's controlling this via
Okay, yeah, 4 purple lore.
conjure power or a dark side power.
Yeah, so 4 purple.
I'm gonna
Anybody
spend
need
the light
comment
side
on the
on this.
bodies in the well? Is that right? There, Jeff, waiting comment and throwing the bodies in the well.
Yeah, you guys are throwing the bodies in the well, and
The ones without the heads, I want to rifle through their belongings to see if they have anything on there, anything important or anything like that.
there's a bunch of tattered rags and dust.
So nothing significant, any like symbols, any relics or anything.
Joe Bob's not among them.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Oof.
So,
Hey, I'll take it. I got a success.
I'm thinking some misinformation needs to be included in that.
What? No, he just takes so much strain. He
So
passes out.
basically, you had like a Hondo. Hondo was talking about something, and it got in your head that. So yeah, you know that a dark side user can do it, but maybe the details are a little clouded about how the power actually works. But you're like, yes, there's definitely someone that has to control them, and you're probably
Would she ever listen?
You're a little foggy on the details as far as how far away they have to be, or if it's something that could have been a ritual that was maybe activated a couple thousand years ago, and they just set off a booby trap. So you're a little sketchy on the details. You do know that that's a dark side power, and some dark side user was behind it, but details are a little murky with all that threat. Sound good?
I'm surprised you would ever hang out with Hondo.
Okay, so let's do 15 experience.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, so that in real life, I mean, in the game, this took up like maybe 15-20 minutes, so it didn't take up that much time at all. But to continue.
So are we at a point where we can spend experience points?
Oh, I just said, and someone else said, it's stupid to do it unless you're in combat. Since we're not in combat, you guys can spend your experience points. Because, I don't know if you guys want to get healed up first or not. You guys might want to get healed up or do some resting and get your strain back before you continue doing this in your downtime. So you guys can spend some downtime to do that.
Put some downtime, get rid of some of the strain.
Yeah, so you guys can go back up to the Jedi Temple, regroup, and do stuff in your downtime. Just let me know on Discord, and then Klein, I can check back with you and let you know how much time the group took, and then you can let me know what you want to do with your downtime.
So,
Okay.
just kind of as a meta note, I'm assuming we aren't allowed to explore down here further
No,
during downtime.
you cannot explore down here further during downtime because you could have another encounter. You will come into another encounter.
Right.
So you need the
And,
group around.
and just as a narrative, I'm assuming we're coming out of combat, correct?
Yeah, combat's over. They pushed the bones down, and the
She
system's
comes.
being
She
deactivated.
comes. Aliana comes running to the hole where they climb down. She just jumps down the fucking hole. Oh, sorry. She just jumps down the hole and runs to them with 2 sabers ignited.
Then Oleana shows up. Okay, so we'll do 15 experience.
You see my character trying to pick through the pockets and looking at him as he throws him in the hole.
There are no pockets, but he's digging through the the dusty old corpses as he's, the ones that don't have.
I'm sure she's covered in the crud from the hole, but it doesn't affect her because she's got the effect of sealed armor, basically.
I don't suppose you brought a rope with you, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
There might
crap.
be some ascension gear up there. Me and Nasty will go up and get the ascension
Yeah, I
gear.
just realized that's going to be a 15-foot from the liquid sludge to get back on that ladder.
Could we jump onto the ladder from where we are?
It sounds
You guys
like
ever heard of the?
It sounds like it's a good thing Pata is still up there.
You guys
I'll
ever?
fly back up to the ladder.
You guys ever heard of the human totem pole?
The human
I'm
totem
gonna fly back
pole.
up to the ladder and then see if I can get some rope. I'm sure we got some rope up there.
Okay, I'm going to end the stream. I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, see.
I'll
Later,
spend a
guys.
day. I'll spend a day